hillbilly shit for a while too. I've been getting a little bit of twingy twang in my convos from time to time.
Hillbilling.
Yeah, so,
Max, are we in frame? Do we look good, dude?
I remember watching so much.
How are we looking? We look good.
Looking all right?
Yeah, we're looking all right. Guys, welcome back.
What's
Here
up?
we are.
Here we are.
Was that a good start?
No, I think we should restart. That was like one of the worst. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
No, that was good. Fuck it.
All right, let's roll.
We got a Friday night BROCAST going.
Oh, yeah.
Sure do.
Sitting here with Salty and Big
Hola.
Sam in the house. Salty, why don't you... I mean, I don't know who's going to actually watch this that doesn't know who the fuck you are, but legend in the house, great friend of mine. I don't know.
Flesh.
When do you think we started hanging out?
That's a good question. We were friends in high school, for sure, especially photo stuff. It's kind of when I remember.
What's your first memory of me?
My first memory of like us doing something was, I believe, the house party you threw.
Yeah, Ian Klossner.
Yeah. Well, no. This was before. This was at your parents' house.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, didn't you go to South?
I went to DeLong.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
And then I went to North freshman year, and then I went to Memorial after that.
I met you at Memorial.
Right.
Yeah.
But I knew, Jeremiah James went to DeLong too, and so I kind of knew him through the grapevine thing, and
Yeah.
then we started going.
We've always been best friends.
We have. It hit more after high school, I'd say.
Yeah, in the short little wild window we had together.
Yeah. Before you jumped up and took on the world.
We just, yeah.
My ass was on probation, so I wasn't going nowhere.
I was gonna say,
You sounded like Nicolas Cage a little bit when you said that. That
Did
took
I?
on the world. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, peach. I could eat a peach for hours. But no, yeah. So that's how we've known each other. I mean, fucking every day, probably all summer long for, I would say, a good 2.5, 3 years of.
I just remember keggers.
Yeah.
I remember
That grand house.
I remember going to Madison with you, and we drank like a 30 rack on the ride down, and we were like too drunk by the time we got there to even party.
Yeah. I remember.
But we still partied until we couldn't.
But we were out by like 6. We went to Madison a couple times. The first time I remember peeing on a guy. After
Guys, welcome
Gophers
to
game.
welcome to my Patreon.
Wait, you peed on? I don't know if I've heard this story.
Oh,
You peed
yeah.
on a guy, dude?
Yeah, we were partying at. Was it Lindsay's?
Probably.
It
I
was
can't remember.
Lindsay's like roommate because she was down in Madison, wasn't she?
Lindsay Allness?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
So we went partied down there. We had that. You were living in the city.
This is like 2005, 2006, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a homecoming game. They played the Gophers, and there was a bunch of Gopher fans coming
Yeah.
past.
Were you there when
on the
that
balcony.
guy got hit by the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And jumped up and was
I
like,
still tell that story. It's like I saw a dude
Kept
get
running.
hit just like full
Kept running.
force, dude.
How fast was the car going?
Pretty fast.
like 35.
Was it like head on, or how did it hit him?
Dude, you seen the movie Elf?
Yeah.
When Will Ferrell jumps out in front of the taxi. It was
Just
that
like,
shit, dude.
it was crazy. It was
Watch out for the yellow ones. They're mean.
And he just got up and fucking gave it a Ric Flair woo. And
And kept on trucking.
It was wild.
what a guy.
That
Yeah.
was wild.
Do you remember the 3-story beer pong
I do.
did
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
That was fun.
I do.
I was dressed as a Catholic priest saying, "The power of Christ compels you."
Yeah.
With the heart on.
I blame it
that
on.
that was my Halloween costume.
I don't even remember what I was for.
There wasn't
Halloween.
people that liked that.
You had a heart on?
So yeah, it had like a strap-on thing
Oh.
with like a pair of nuts that you'd put in your hand, and you'd pop it up, and you'd pop a boner. So I was walking around. I can go, and the power of Christ compels you.
I kind of
Sorry
remember
for the
that
religious
now
folks,
that you
but-
say that.
Yeah, it's always push the edge.
Trust
as a
me,
young
there's
boy.
there's no religious people on my Patreon.
Dude, you didn't always push the edge. I remember you told me one of your Halloween costumes was like the one from Karate Kid where you did the shower. Mm-hmm. That's not really pushing the envelope, dude. That's kind of like a...
No, that was an easy one.
Yeah, it was pretty tame.
Yeah.
I think my favorite Halloween costume I ever did was I did a really good towel-y when I lived in New York, I was Towley from South Park.
I don't even watch South Park that much.
How did you do
I'm a
that?
towel.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know what Towley is. How did you just walk around talking like
Oh
him,
God,
or-
I'll have to insert the photo here. But yeah, no, it just like I cut a hole through this giant towel, and like it just the way I made it, it worked out so perfect.
Dang.
And then I had big like stoned eyes on the towel.
Googly eyes.
It was good for like 20 years old when I did it.
Yeah. So long story short, dude, we've known each other for
20 years at least.
20 years plus.
Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Time is
And then-
ripping by.
And then it's just how the world turns. People, you went out, did your thing, and everything, and I've been
We
hanging
all
out
did a
here
thing.
doing my thing, I guess.
Well, you got some kids to show for it. I got like nothing
Well, yeah,
but a bunch of grandma stuff.
I got twins, identical boys.
Crazy. I'm a twin,
I know, yeah. I always used to hit on your sister back in the
Wait,
day.
you're a twin, Max?
I am.
I
didn't know- you didn't know that?
I didn't know. I knew you had a sister. I didn't know you were a twin.
I have a twin sister, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Are you guys like identical?
No.
Don't get me started. There's so many fucking people that ask that. Are they identical? Well, I mean, they look exactly alike, and yeah, they're identical. So there's science to this, right?
You
So
should just be like, no.
they're
you're fucking-
they're fraternal twins,
Yeah.
Max and his sister, because they each had their own.
Guys, you can only have identical twins if it's the same sex.
No, dude. I've heard
No,
of
no,
it
no.
being the other way around, dude. I've heard of it.
Actually,
No.
it's the
I'm a
science
twin.
behind
I know it.
The science behind it is that you can only be identical twins. It's called monodi-twin pregnancy. So basically, how the doctor explained it, like most twins, they'll have their own room, their own kitchen, all that, each on their own.
Okay.
What a monodi-twin situation
That's a
is,
fucking loft house.
they split in the middle of the process, and then there's basically like a little membrane in there, and they have their own rooms, but share the same kitchen.
Ew. Just kidding.
So like blood, placenta, all that, everything's the exact, right?
They got like
So-
a. They
That's
got
pretty.
Like
I didn't know that. That's cool.
they got like a line down the middle of the room saying, "There's my shit. That's your shit. Stay the hell off of my shit."
Right, and then that's normal. It's a pretty high risk pregnancy. So
bet
like I'm
it's-
very fortunate that I have healthy young kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was every 2 weeks after, I think after 2 months, we were up in the cities getting things checked because there's this twin to twin fusion thing that can happen. So where it's like basically one eats eats the other one,
Yeah.
like, so we were trying to avoid that at all costs,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they were preemies. It was a ride, man. Like,
Yeah. How old are they now?
they're 8, going to be 9 in March here.
Damn.
So it's been a roller coaster for sure. But
So you're about halfway through.
about halfway, and it's kind of sad to think about. It's
crazy.
Like you blink, and then you have these little turd nuggets that are running around.
Turd nuggets.
In diapers and stuff, and then the next day they're like trying to be on their damn tablets and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff. Don't need you. So I kind of look at it like my buddy Andrew said it this way one time over a campfire, was like, we only have probably 16 summers in total with our kids, or we have 18 summers in total with our kids, and probably the last 2 to 3 they're gonna want nothing to do with us. So like, I'm counting down my summers, man.
Yeah. But then, it all comes back around,
It does, yeah.
They'll
get their own,
And then hopefully they can like get you that
yeah.
big ass house on the cabin, the big cabin or something.
Yeah, Aiden's he says he's going pro football. So
Is he?
We're looking forward to that. I am. Like, get a scholarship, motherfucker. I ain't make no doctor money around
Yeah.
here.
True.
Yeah, it's
The only
everything.
problem
Everything's
with-
a double the cost,
The only
but
problem with football is CTE. It's a lot of brain problems.
yep.
I played football though. I wasn't that good because I
liked-
didn't want to go to practice.
I liked the basketball, and then I don't know. I lost commitment of that. I had other priorities come
Yeah.
like junior, senior year. So
Man, we were having fun.
too much
Because we
fun.
were hanging out at like 18. Mm-hmm. And then the partying, I think, I don't know when it really evolved. Probably once we finally got out of there, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So I do the kid situation. I coach their like football and basketball team. That's pretty fun. Sometimes you like, I don't know. you want to be that, like, you're the coach's kid. You know what I mean? You gotta act right. We gotta be there early. You know, like, get your head out of your ass. You don't get no special privilege. Now run, goddammit, run.
David Goggins the whole time.
And then they go home and tell on me to mom, and I feel like Will Ferrell in that second Ron Burgundy movie where it's like, fuck you. Like, you little tattletale, you know. But no, I wouldn't change any of it for sure.
Still twin boys. That must be fun.
Yeah, it
that
is.
Must be wild.
They're like my best, you know, like they're my best friends, really.
Hell
like
yeah.
I hung out with them. I know everything about them. They know a hell of a lot about me more than anybody else does. And, you know, I'm just glad they like a few things that I like too, you know, fishing and hunting. And they're super stoked about the 40 that we just bought. And going to be doing a lot of playing and frolicking.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad to be like, I don't have babies anymore, but I think when you start having young adult kids and like more mature kids, like that will bring in a whole new level of like fulfillment, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I still think that, like, too, at the same time, they're only 8 going on 9, but there's a lot of
I know, but how fast did that 20 years ago, bro?
I know. And then, like, just to even think the last, you know, I've been with my wife now for 10 plus years. We're going on 11 years, and it's like,
Dang.
you know, just married, you know, we've been,
Yeah.
so it's like crazy.
You've been married 11 years, dude?
Yeah, man.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know, right? We made it over the statistical hump.
I wish
though.
I had made it to your wedding.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I was
it a
too
pretty fun wedding.
unorganized, and I was in New York or somewhere.
You were in London, man.
Was I?
Yeah, you were in London.
Governor?
Yeah,
You're
there's a
in
lot
London,
of.
Gav.
I got a friend who's getting married next month in Colombia, and it's like, bro, you gave me a month notice. It's like fucking A.
Bro, let's raise the money.
To what?
We'll have like a bake sale. We'll raise the money.
For what? To go to Colombia?
For you to go to Colombia, yeah, dude.
It'd be sick, but
Yeah, dude, we'll raise the money.
I'd rather put the money other places. I
Dude.
love you, Chris.
I like you, man, but got things to do.
I was thinking it'd be like a Disney Channel original movie. Like we could do some like skateboarding competition.
No,
and-
fuck it. Let's go to Miami instead.
All right, let's do it. We'll raise the money.
Yeah, I'm working on Miami right now.
Wait, what are you doing in Miami, dude?
I'm trying to just go down there and shoot, and do a bunch of like more high profile podcasts.
Party in the city where the heat is gone all night on the beach till the break of dawn.
Welcome to Miami.
Will Smith.
God, so
Dude,
funny.
R.I.P.
it's the obligatory Will Smith reference every time I'm on one of these podcasts, by the way. Will Smith does get brought up.
Will Smith's the shit.
Yeah, he is.
He's fantastic. He's fantastic.
Will Smith.
My Christian mother, that was the only rapper I was able to listen to growing up without sneaking like an NWA cassette and whatnot. Yeah, I'm aging myself. I used to rock cassettes way back in the day.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
Oh, shit. I'm going to be third.
Because I'm older.
You're too
dude.
old when you forget. I think I'm 38 right now, going on 39.
Oh, yeah,
But
I'm
an 80
going. I'm
an
going
80.
on 39.
Yeah. So, because you're September.
I'm
right?
July.
July? Early. Yeah, you were early.
Dang,
Yeah, you always used to buy my cigs, bro.
Let's go.
Let's
That's right. I was a
go,
little. I do remember buying booze for you too. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yep.
There was a small little window there.
Yeah, 39 going on 40.
We went so hard and then I don't know. Then it kind of capped out. You know, we didn't see each other for a long time.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of dispersed, like, you know,
I
like
think
Brian,
that's just life, you know?
That is, you know, and sometimes I'd be like, shit,
Yo, shout out,
I
Brian.
didn't get out or anything like that. I don't know, like the things happen for. I'm not saying that things happen for a reason, but
Hell
I'm
yeah,
happy with
I
the
think they
path.
do.
I'm happy with the path that I'm on right now.
Fuck
so.
yeah. I mean, same. I think my world's gone so many directions. So
Right.
it's been so wild, but I'm actually quite happy right now, like where I'm going. The last, like, compared to a few years before this, where I felt like way more lost.
Right. I mean, everybody has those phases, regardless of.
It was
what
just
they're in.
COVID, man. When COVID was a new dimension, we all went into like a new dimension during that time.
Yeah, COVID fucked up a lot of people.
I know. That's what I mean. That's when I like really had to be like, okay, there is no photography work. There's nothing in this world. I have to do something else.
I think it was just a shock that everything had to be so simplified for people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
It was better out here. California, man, fucking Newsom wouldn't let us leave our house after 10 p.m. for the first 3 months. It was like absolutely ridiculous. It was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, you were only going to be getting up to trouble anyway, Max.
Trust me, I
Nothing
wasn't.
good happens after 10 p.m.
That's what I always say. Nothing good happens after 10 p.m. When there's a pandemic.
For literally,
When there's a pandemic,
I was like,
you didn't let me finish,
for
dude.
20 years of my life, it was the opposite. I was like, no,
No,
nothing
dude.
good starts till 10.
Yeah, dude. If you're going out before 10 p.m., like, you grew the fuck up, and you need to stop.
Hey, John Robbie, I know you're listening to this one. Go to
Hey.
bed, bro.
What is that fucking Guido up to these days?
I wish he was on here right now.
no.
I mean, no. Nah, I got it.
I fucking love you, John Robbie.
Oh, man.
Johnny boy.
I was expecting the obligatory Sim Robbie. I haven't heard you do that
Oh,
yet.
I have
Jim Robbie.
Let's clip.
Classic.
We're gonna
Straight
clip
greasing.
that.
Straight grease. We're greasing right now, dude.
I
That's
like
what's happening,
greasing. This is great podcasting, guys.
You know?
Is it? I've never done this before, so
You've never. I think you're gonna like
a-
it. I
I'm a
think
little nervous.
You're gonna be into it, dude. Just chillax.
you can tell I'm nervous because that's when I talk all the time.
It's kind of whatever you want it to be. Like I feel like the Friday night hangs, like the ones where I'm actually drinking beer, like I want it to be so casual. Like the amount, like you'd either have to have a personal connection with one of us or bored as fuck to stumble into this podcast. You know what I mean?
You went down the wrong hole on Pornhub.
I don't know how you got here.
Wait,
but-
I'm watching Max.
This load wasn't meant for you.
I got
I just ruined a
a
3-hour edge. I wasted it on fucking Salty and Sam. God, that'd be a bummer, dude.
Such a bummer. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You never know though. I got Danzig from the Misfits liked one of my photos today.
Danzig, the mother song. Mother.
Sweet.
That made me feel cool. I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh,
that's
sick.
awesome,
I was
dude.
like, this is random as hell, but sick.
That's awesome, dude. Do you guys remember the music video for that song?
And I don't remember.
That guy looks
anything.
pretty scary.
I was
he looks
like, I
a
was
pretty
looking at
big,
him. I was
scary
like, this
dude.
guy is pretty scary.
Like tough. Like he looks tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liking a pretty girl photo.
That song was an 80s song, right?
I think it was late 80s,
Late
early
80s,
90s, something
probably,
like that.
Well, you know the Misfits, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they were 80s, right? Misfits?
Yeah.
Anybody know?
Nah, I mustn't.
Nah, no mas.
It's
Muchas gracias.
It's just CBD.
I've been working on Spanglish, so that's a thing. No, I
Really?
haven't. I'm lying. That's just from 8th grade stuff still.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
so-
I made it through Spanish 3. That was pretty good.
yeah, I made it through. That was pretty good for me, too. That was about as far as I could go.
It's tough.
I can say fuck in a few
Conjugation. The
languages.
conjugating of the verbs is when it just totally lost me.
Yeah.
I was like, I can do 1 tense.
Don't ask me to fucking write it,
Yeah,
though. Don't. Yeah, you're out of your goddamn mind. Out of your fucking
Yeah,
mind.
dude.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. I've been chilling, living. I'm definitely like, I still got the party in me. Don't get that twisted by any means. But
Yeah.
life has made me slower down a
Yeah,
bit.
totally. I'm
and-
fucking over partying. Ask anybody. I'm the biggest hermit, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do.
And I don't have kids either.
Dude, I heard you were having a fucking basement bash in like 2.5 weeks.
People
Yeah.
keep saying
A
it.
lot of
Oh, we're
people
doing
have
some
been
beer
saying
pong
that.
down
The
there.
basement bash
Yeah, basement bash 25.
podcast.
We'll podcast it. Dude, I'll be
grody.
Salty's gonna be doing 3-story beer bongs. Dudes are gonna be getting smoked by cars. It's not gonna be a big deal.
I don't
gonna
want to
be a
do
good
that
time.
around Salty anymore because I don't want his wife to cut him off.
No, like you don't have to worry about that. She knows it's all me, bro.
I know. I'm pretty mellow nowadays, actually. I do want to do like an event, but then it's like, why do it here? You know?
Yeah.
I tried to get you to the State Theater, didn't I?
You did.
You
Yeah.
should have come to that. That was fun.
It's just it would have been fun.
It was,
and then
once-
you were out with when Brian was in town.
Yep.
You were out and about.
Always with
And I
Brian.
missed that.
Shout out Brian Parrish.
BP.
Shout out
Brian's listening to this.
Brian Parrish.
Let's go, Brian.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like kids and wife stuff and work stuff. Like I probably could have gone out if I would have said, "Hey, wife, I'm gonna go do this," but I don't fucking want to do that sort of shit.
Totally. I know
can't
it's
fucking
just like
stand it.
random shit too.
But what about-
I had 1 month to plan it. I did it with Janae Barstead. It was fun. It was a journey. But then as soon as I got done with it, I was like, I need to go back to LA, and that was my main focus. And I went back to LA.
I'm curious since you've come back, what's the crew that you kind of like hang with? Like when I went to that birthday party, for instance, I don't know a motherfucker in there. I'm like, who are like?
Yo,
I
I'm not
didn't
gonna
know
lie.
we had all these, like,
that was also
indie ass people
yo
in the
that
city.
that was also a cool party.
That was a super cool party. I hung out with your mom and dad.
Shout out, mom and
Shout
dad.
out Maximilian Menica the second,
Junior.
Junior, Jr.
Shout out, Junior.
Shout out.
That's a good man.
But
right there.
yeah, I don't know. I just because of shooting, I meet so many people. Like I'm kind of a little social maven
He's
myself.
a social butterfly.
Yeah.
Like
he
I
really
like
is,
to I
truly
like
is, yeah.
to use the camera to get to people. So then if you shoot a bunch of people throughout the year and you invite them all to one party and they actually come,
Yeah.
usually the party turns out pretty sick.
That sounds like a nice smorgasbord of people.
Did you come to the State Theater?
I stopped in.
Yeah, you did,
I
right?
stopped
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
dude.
That was
I grabbed a drink.
For
it was
what
a
it
nice
was,
venue. It
it
was a
was
nice
just
venue.
whatever,
The bar
yeah.
was nice.
it was just a party.
It was just a party. It was a big room.
There wasn't enough people there, but
There wasn't enough people there, said Max.
Says
well,
Max.
it's a 1,200 seat theater and there was maybe 200 people.
Dude, but you tried. You did it in a
So
month.
no matter how many
did
people
it in
are
a
in,
month.
and it's like
It was a month, dude.
it was
Dude,
just
you
for
just got to
me.
use those gold ropes that they still
For
probably
me-
have in the attic. Just cut off a little
Yeah.
section. This is reserved.
Yeah, dude.
It's not even about for me. I knew it was never going to be bigger than that.
Well, dude, it's Eau Claire, so that's I'd say in a month's
But it-
time.
it
in
was
Eau Claire,
fun.
That's a good turnout.
Like that opens my eyes to just doing a cool event. Like you could do something cool in the basement for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, a basement bash.
a
25.
basement. bash.
Yeah.
You could get a keg, sell $5 cups, and
Dude,
just
dude, $5 cups of fucking.
Make a couple grand every
get some-
weekend.
Be classy. Get some MGD. Get the good stuff. MGD.
Should have grabbed the High Life. I normally drink the champagne myself.
guys. This episode is actually sponsored by Pabst BBR.
Dude, didn't they give you a sick deal on this 18 pack? What? How much was it, Max?
It
PBR.
was $6.59.
Bringing people together.
That's a-
$6.59 for an 18 pack.
That's
I was like, I can't
unbelievable.
pass this up.
No, I don't blame you. It was
And
a
I
good
like
call.
light beer because then I can drink a fuck ton
This
of
is
them.
light beer?
Isn't it?
No,
No, this is regular, dude.
This
It's
is
regular.
diesel, bro.
Diesel.
I kind of consider this
I'd say it's regular.
for me. This is light beer.
It's fucking diesel, bro.
What percentage is it?
Fucking,
Dude, it's not light, dude. It's regular beer. It's probably
It's
like
an American
4.9.
lager,
It's a
all right?
Wisconsin beer. It's
I'm
probably
not.
4.9.
I always kind of
Recipe
assumed
since
this was pretty
1893.
light though, like
4.5,
alcohol wise.
maybe 4.5. Fucking look it up.
I think it's in the 3.
Look it up.
It's
Max.
got to say it right
I think
on
it's
Pull
the
out
can.
the pull out the fucking
The
device.
The box is over there.
Oh,
This is great
Established in
podcasting.
Milwaukee in 1844, which is Algonquin for the good land. I don't know if anybody knew that.
How do you guys feel about?
I almost just spit beer everywhere. That was good timing. Hey, I got a quick question.
Oh,
Go for it.
seriousness. All right.
Yeah, Salty, I heard you say something about you just bought 40 acres. I kind of want to hear more about that. I know you're kind of the outdoorsy type.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the plans for the 40 acres? I'm sure you've got some big plans.
It's cool. Well, yes, good question. So we just bought this, my wife and I, this last July, and I think what really kind of pushed it, we were, my wife has a pretty successful career, and I'm doing okay as well. And we were at a spot that we were thinking about buying a new house. Is kind of how this all started, and the market where shit was, is like you're either we don't want to have a neighbor right next to us, and like you have to have $500,000 or like willing to do a $500,000 mortgage if you want space and an updated house. So you're either paying for land, or you're paying for a nice house with no land, or a shitty house with a lot of land that has a lot of upkeep to do. So, the market crash and how the pandemic panned out, it's kind of put us stuck in our house, it's okay though, because like I bought it pre-pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I have a
Honestly,
lot of
bro.
equity.
You brought
Bro,
that in like
salty.
bought that in like 18, right? 17, 18?
17, I want to
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Salty,
yeah.
I'm still renting, bro.
Well,
Like,
right.
it's a great move that you did. It's sick. Dude.
I'm glad we did it when we did,
Yeah.
because like, yeah, we do have equity in our house and I've done a bunch of stuff in the house too. But anyways, to the 40 situation, it was just like, I was like, well, fuck, we can't find a house that we want. And I'm not going to get a mortgage and be house broke and be like, hey, you want to come look at my fucking house? But we
Yeah.
can't go do anything or go to dinner or nothing.
Yeah.
But I wasn't about to do that. So, and I have a nice ranch, it's like in the Lake Hallie area and it's fenced in backyard. It's good for my dog. Kids can still play around a little bit and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it is. And it was over Christmas. It was over family Christmas this last year. Not this most recent one, but the year before. So it was like a year in the making. But my wife's aunt went to her father and asked if he was interested in buying that 40 acres that she owned. And he wasn't interested, and I piped up right away. Just was like, well, we'd do it. My wife and I would do it because I've been hunting that land for 4 or 5 years anyways. I'm like a huge bow hunter. Love morel mushroom hunting and shit like that. So like I frolic in those woods a lot. And yeah, we kind of set up the deal and got a great deal on it. And basically just took out like a vacant land loan and stuff. And, we paid a little bit down and whatnot and very manageable, like, super, super manageable with my nice low mortgage, right? So
Yeah.
it's investing in land, so I'm never going to lose money on it.
How many?
One.
You said
So,
40 acres?
Yeah, I bought
Yeah,
40
that's
acres.
nice.
That's fucking sick. You got any water?
I have a swamp and 2 creeks going through it.
Dude, why aren't we having a swamp bash?
Well, it's not super swampy, but I actually
Bro, we'll pay.
We'll swamp it up.
Well,
dude.
yeah, we could throw the party out there.
well, my goal is this
Did you
year.
ever wait? Did you go to a party with me out that Brady Murphy threw?
Oh, yeah.
With the mud? Didn't you mud wrestle?
Me and B fucking mud wrestled, and he's like, "Let's put on a show," and I was like, "All right," and
Let's put on a show.
I pile drived his ass into the mud. And he,
Oh my god!
Pile drove?
Yo, shout out Brady
yeah,
Murphy.
It was pile drove, correct? Yes, thanks, asshole. But then he was like, "Shit, I didn't think you were going to do it like that." And he was a wrestler, and he fucking cranked me over one. I was like, "All right."
That was a
tapping,
wild
I'm tapping."
party.
I had mud.
Was that at Ian Clausen's? No, or Ian Pope's house? No,
It was
somewhere
Flannery.
out. Oh yeah, yeah.
The Murphys.
Yeah, the Murphys. The Murphys threw it.
Yeah, it was a Murph part.
That was a wild party.
I was still picking out mud from my dreads for like 3 days after that. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so anyways, bought a 40. And, my plan is this year to get, I want to get my easement and stuff figured out and clear out a little section for a good long-term off-grid cabin.
Yeah.
And be able to bring a couple campers and stuff back there because we have a camper
Yeah.
right now.
Well,
and stuff,
man, there's so many cool creative ways to build the little places, like even like shipping container home style shit.
Yep.
Like, dude, shipping containers they're not that expensive. If you put like say $5,000 into shipping containers, and then you had someone who could put some windows in and cut it apart and shit, like all in, like you could have an amazing space for pretty cheap.
I have so much woods in there too that I thought it would be a super cool idea to be harvesting some of my own timber and putting it into like the permanent hunting shack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Get a cool off-grid A-frame, with like a loft in there and stuff. And
Yeah.
wood burning stove and some solar. Then I'm ready for the fucking zombie apocalypse and
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
So like, come on, try. I got no trespassing signs, motherfucker.
Dude, I'd love to come check it out, man.
Do you bow hunt?
Yeah, I've been bow hunting for probably about 5 years now.
Yo, don't get too far away from that mic, dude.
Am I getting too far?
I want you to sound fucking good.
I don't want to breathe all
You
heavy
have
in here
you
too.
have such a sexy voice. We need to hear. It doesn't sound good over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can hear it.
I'm moving and grooving, but
You can take it with you too and like raise it up if you want.
so yeah, bow hunting. Been doing that for quite a couple of years now.
I feel
What's
like
the
that-
biggest buck? Have you got a buck? A big buck?
I shot my first harvested my first bow buck over my birthday weekend this year after 5 years.
You got some jerky for me?
I'm still at the processor, but I'll be getting some summer sausage, some sticks, and I'm going to get some Vinny bacon too. You know, so
I'm gonna need to try that.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
don't-
Vinny bacon's good, dude.
oh, wait, they put a maple in there too. Oh boy, I tell you what, I will tell you what.
Oh, that's a doozy there. Oh, jeez.
Basically, drop dead and go to heaven after you eat some of that. You know what I mean? Don't give me bacon again. That's what I always say.
Guys, I need to just do you two. I'll produce you two just Sunday mornings.
But yeah, most expensive buck I harvested because it was cool. It was on my land, you know. And but I've fucked up a lot. Like I've had an opportunity every year before that I fucked up. But that's the coolest thing about bow hunting is, you know, like you have to figure out emotional intelligence out there, and you have to keep your wits about you, and you're going to have. There's so many nuances that will make it more probable that you won't be successful, that you just have to constantly do it. It's the only sport that I like I'm okay to lose at.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Do you fuck
Like,
with Cameron Haynes?
No.
No.
I like for like hunting people.
You
mean?
know who he is?
Yeah.
Cameron Haynes.
I
Isn't he like a fucking crazy bow hunter?
I believe so. Yeah, but I follow like Hunting Public is a big one that I like to do. I watch those guys.
I don't.
And then
I don't know
the-
anything in the.
I have
bow
the
hunting world.
outdoor channel, you know. So I just watch a lot of the little ones that people do, and I do a lot of podcasts of hunting. That's the only thing I really listen to podcast wise.
Yeah.
Hunting people.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who I only know of like Cameron Haynes and who's that other guy that I don't know. Only like Joe Rogan type dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a learning process, and my kids are down to do it too.
Can
so
you bow hunt?
that was the biggest thing.
Have you ever hunted before, Sam?
Dude, I'm not allowed to hunt.
Did you guys see how he was just looking at me? I hope you guys saw that shit.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I just feel like I haven't been focusing on you enough. So I just wanted to like, look at you.
Like I said, being in the middle.
Yeah, dude. Like I feel a lot of pressure being in the middle. We had this conversation,
Yeah.
and I felt like I've been staring at Salty the whole time, and I was like, I'm gonna send Max a little love. I'm gonna look at him.
I
a little
like
bit.
this because I can just look this way and you're both there.
Yeah, yeah.
So you put me in a real conundrum.
I know.
I've got to know
You have
where
to
to look.
You have to be.
I'm
head
doing
knocking
work.
all over. Like
I'm doing work.
you're flexing over
Yeah.
here. Your trap workout going on.
dude.
I'm feeling great. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So,
Friday night, I haven't seen Salty in like 2 years.
it's been like
2 years, man.
2 years, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's almost 2 years.
Dude, I think sounds like we need to have Swamp Bash 25.
I know. Swamp.
Swamp Bash, dude.
I'll tell you
I
what.
feel like Salty. I feel like if somebody were to have like a yearly party at their land, I feel like
I'd
you'd
probably be the
one
best
of those
candidate.
guys to
Yeah.
do that. Yeah,
What the coolest thing about that? So
probably
like,
get a spot on city council
Bro,
afterwards.
I'll get 10 bands to come out there and half a million people. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding.
dude.
So
But we could get like 400 people out there.
my land is a hop, skip, not even a jump away from this little local spot called. This is the place where I met my wife. It's called Lisa's G Spot Tavern.
Excuse me, Lisa's G Spot.
Lisa's G Spot. It's a really.
Is it a sexy place?
It's a sexy fucking
It's a
place
sexy
for
place.
sure, dude.
Really? Where the fuck's that? I've never heard of that.
I've never been.
That's in Jump River, Wisconsin.
Where the fuck's Jump
where's
River?
See, I'm going out way in Taylor
Yeah,
County.
dude.
So like, my wife's family's from Sheldon, Wisconsin, which is like, do you know where Lake Holcomb is?
Yeah, kind of.
So it's north
A lot
of
of
that.
rich people up there.
Nah, I mean in Lake Holcomb, yeah.
Yeah, you said Lake Holcomb.
Well,
Yeah,
then you
that's
go
what I'm
north
talking
of
about.
there.
And you go north of there, like before Highway 8 ain't so
Then
great.
you know, dude.
Anything past Highway 8, you're not in a good state.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, but so yeah, we were.
Listen, dude.
It's a
You guys
cool,
saw that?
It's a cool little
He's
spot
good.
up there. There's a bunch of people up there that I don't know. They're all hunters too. It's just it's nostalgic kind of area, you know. It's definitely away from like the hustle bustle stuff. I love going up there because you know my kids can ride their bikes in the neighborhood and we can see the whole time.
fuck
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And
It's
like,
such a great place for kids, man.
yeah, like grandma and grandpa, they own They have like 6 acres behind their house, and they have like a couple 4-wheeler trails for them, and the boys just rip their fucking 4-wheelers all day long and find mud and shit.
I mean, if I had kids, that's the direction I would have gone.
Yeah, that's. I mean, we would. My kids love their school so much, but we've thought of like getting farther north because Samuel Robbie and Salt Huggy Dog are just such a funny fucking combo for you guys.
Why do you think I'm excited about it?
And then you get 300,000 views.
We're coming back in right now, guys. Let's go. Cheers, guys. It's great to see you.
Very good.
I love both of you.
Yeah, so I'm just a
No homo, but I love
a
you
guy
guys.
hanging, living life.
Sam's drinking his water.
Very
Just so everybody knows, he's drinking water.
I'm just trying to stay hydrated.
So enough about me.
You partied last night, didn't you?
Me? No, I didn't party last night.
It's all gains, huh?
Yeah, dude, I'm really just focused on gains. I publicly announced that I was coming for the
Fucking gains.
coming for the 315 bench press this year, 2025.
That was on my podcast, right?
That was on Max's podcast. 2025 Max's Basement Bash. We had a fucking podcast, and I made a promise to the people, and so I've been really focusing on maintaining that focus, and so I can deliver.
I'm trying to maintain that Playboy promise that we had.
Yeah,
too,
was.
so.
I feel like there was. Yeah, Salty. There was something about me and
Miami.
in Miami, and
Remember, you were just trying to go to Columbia.
yeah, let's go to Columbia, dude. Let's have a fundraiser. Let's have a fundraiser, dude.
Is that where we just sell a bunch of cocaine?
No, dude, no.
We're coming back in right here. Just kidding.
No, we're gonna have a skateboarding contest, and we're gonna raise money. And Max, here's the deal: you're the ringer, dude. We're gonna set it up so you win the contest.
No, dude.
It's gonna be like a bunch of 9-year-old kids, and you're just gonna outskate them.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Break
That
their
would
dreams, dude. They're just fucking.
that would be
That'd
fun.
be sick, dude.
Oh, you think you have a chance? No.
No.
It's funny you say that because I went to the skate competition this year in Eau Claire, and I was the old ass man, and I ended up winning these 2 decks, and it was just
Wait,
like
are you serious?
these younger skater kids like don't like me. It's so weird. It's so funny.
How old was the next oldest person?
Dude, you're not on the skibbity riz.
there was
now,
there was one 40-year-old too.
Yeah,
So, I wasn't the
you
old-
were there, bro.
but it
I know
was
so
you were
fucking
there.
old.
We were old. We were the old guys. Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Because most skaters are, a lot of people my age drop the fuck off.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to skate at that age.
Oh, yeah, motherfuckers need a backiotomy at this age. You know what I'm saying?
That's a medical term.
That is a medical
I
term.
know, my back's pretty fucked, but I still love it. I need the flow in my life. I want to go snowboarding.
Dude, that's how I do impressions of Max. I want to go snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
I don't say that anymore, Sam.
But notice how he said anymore. He used to remember when he used to just go around saying that, like,
He would just-
I want to go snowboarding. I wish we were snowboarding right now.
He would have the Max blank stare when he's got some like 30 things going on in his mind at the same time, and then he'll just turn and be like, I want to go snowboarding.
Yeah, dude. That was exactly how that would go, dude.
I do want to go snowboarding. There's just enough snow. I drove around today to a few spots because I want to film a couple clips.
Dude,
maybe this next week.
Remember when I'd go fuck around with you on Christmas Day because I didn't do Christmas shit back in the day.
dude.
We'd go Carson Park and he'd be like jumping rails and shit. I'm like, you want to try? I'm like,
John
"Fuck
and
no, dude."
Sam would roll sometimes on those trips.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I need a helmet.
yeah, no. And then we would go get blackout drunk.
yeah, it's only something dark. Dark liquor don't work with me no more.
I try to avoid liquor. The last podcast I had, actually, I was drinking this Jack Daniels that my parents gave me, and I thought it was normal Jack Daniels. I didn't
What is
realize.
it, dude?
Or I don't know if it's Jack. Yeah, it's Jack Daniels, but I didn't know it was like 133 proof.
Oh, it was one of their
What kind of-
specialty
what
And it
kind
like
is
got me.
whatever.
It got me fucked up.
What kind
dude.
is it,
There's a
Max?
little left if you want.
Where is it though, dude? Is it in that decanter?
It's right there. You see it?
No, I can't. I've
That
got
little
glasses
bottle?
on, dude. I can't see anything.
You can't see that far.
No, dude, I can't. Dude,
That's crazy.
I feel like fucking Ray Charles right now, bro. I can't see shit.
Blinded by the light.
Bro, are you talking like that little bottle right in front of me?
No, it's in the case right there.
Oh, it's in the. Oh, that bottle. Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like those little.
No.
I was like, that dude. You're talking about the decanter?
That's Captain Coop's product. Shout out Captain Coop.
Shout out. Like, comment, subscribe.
Made in Chippewa Falls.
Like me on LinkedIn.
Captain Coop.
Don't look me up on LinkedIn, please.
Like, comment,
Here,
subscribe.
this is body butter. You can
Body butter?
CBD infused body butter. You can take this. This is your gift for being on the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
We like to give people free gifts.
It is sponsored by Captain Coops.
What does it fucking do? Is it like joint
And then
release
this is
shit, or
for
what?
your beard, I think.
Oh, what are you saying? I'm patchy, motherfucker.
No,
That's
I'm giving away the free product that I shot. And
Captain
then
Coops,
I'm
beard
shouting
company.
people out on the podcast. That's it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
I'm gonna come back with a beard like Val from Valhalla or something. You know, look at these bitches. Man, these
Did
are
you
pretty.
say Val from Val?
There's
No, I
a
said
whole little
like
pile of them over there.
Valhalla,
Oh.
Anyways, yeah,
like a Viking beard.
like a Viking. You guys, I like the idea of comedy and doing a comedy podcast.
Oh, wow.
I think getting you guys
mean-
together twice a month with someone even funnier than me would be great.
Who's funnier
I'm
than
not that.
Max?
I'm not that fucking funny though.
People are funny. I don't know. I like
Who's funnier
being funny.
than Max? Who's funnier than you?
Everybody.
I don't know.
I don't know. You say some pretty funny shit
Yeah,
from
dude.
time to
You
time.
know, Max,
Every now and
I've-
again.
I've been
I
a
like
big, I've been
comedy.
one of your biggest fans the past couple months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a pretty simple man.
Sam,
if you can throw
Sam,
out,
what is that though?
dude. Don't even try to play that game with me. Dude, like, you can't. There's only one person who can get me with that, and you're not him.
God
You're not
damn it.
him. But that is a good one, though. When you get someone with that one, it does feel like one of the biggest wins, and it also hurts. It hurts really bad when it happens to you.
I love fucking over my kids' lives with
Salty.
that, you know, like,
Salty, here's
dude, you got something right there, man.
Sorry.
What? I'm like, fucking got you, you little bitch.
that would have been comedy though if he had gone for it.
Dude, I know. I couldn't take that bullet though.
I know you don't have to.
I couldn't.
No,
I mustn't.
It's fine. I respect you more because you didn't. I would have been like this dumb fuck.
Dude, whatever, bro. It is what it is, man.
Anyway,
You know?
Salty, I was gonna say, here's a fun game to play. What's one really good memory you have from that first house that I had with I can't even remember who I lived with off Lake Street. Remember I
Yeah.
think John lived there. Who lived there?
It was dead.
You remember that house?
Wasn't it Ian Pope? Ian Pope?
Yeah, Ian Pope. I think Brian lived there
lived
for a
there, too,
minute.
that one little
Sam
upstairs
Rosen,
one.
I think, lived there for
And
a
you had,
second.
yeah, you had people rotating on
Yeah,
that son of a bitch.
Yeah, we got evicted eventually.
A memory that I have from that one.
This is my first house outside of my parents' house.
Got evicted, bro.
No, I was thinking
We all did. We all did.
one of the funniest memories, because there's a lot of memories there, but one of the funniest I'd say is I remember I did a half barrel party for like a birthday there one time.
Really?
And
You know what birthday it was?
I think it was like my 19th or something.
Let's go.
Yeah, and so like a shit ton of people showed up, and I was with Austin Howard. Shout out Bassmaster, what's up, dude? And he was like, "There's another party going on way out somewhere, and they also have a half barrel, so we should go to that one." And I was like, "I want to fucking do that." But we just charged like everybody $5 a cup, and there were some motherfuckers that are just filling up or whatever. So we were like, "How do we fix this? How do we fix this?" Fucking cops! Pulled the cop move, and everybody dispersed. And Austin and I grabbed the keg, bring it down into his Jeep, his lifted Jeep. You remember that red lifted Jeep he had? And I'm in the car, and I see, I'll not drop names, but Red shimmying down that second story.
If anybody doesn't know who Red is, that is Rebecca Cook. She ran for Congress. I did not vote for her.
You said it on me. You said it on me. It's funny though. There's been a
that is
couple
funny.
times when those commercials were going, I wanted to go over to my kids and be like, "You want to see what acting looks like?"
That's so funny.
Oh man, the stories I got about that good old. I'm not going politics. That's-
yeah, we don't have to go.
No, I ain't doing
but
that.
that was funny.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm chewing on this like
That was one of the funny
Nicotine.
ones, and then I don't know. I remember this one time we fucking we were all on longboards when you still lived there, and we went to the high school football. No,
What
it
were
was,
those
it was
girls?
the
You remember those
university-
girls that lived there? Jess. There was like a girl named Jess and like Isabella maybe or some shit. They were like before us. They had it.
No, I don't remember.
Because
shit.
we used to party. We met those girls when we partied at Gloucester's house. And then they would like needed subleasing, and then we got in there.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I was up into a bunch of rambunctious shit back then, so I don't know.
So wait, you're trying to say that you broke up a kegger at my house by like saying the cops came?
Yeah.
That's fucking what?
Yeah, and then you took the keg.
Did I
to the
know
new
about
party.
And
this?
then we took the
Are
cake.
you,
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
telling me this now?
No, 'cause
I
to be
told
honest
you
with you,
about
I
it
think-
because
I don't remember.
I called you saying, "Hey, we're going this way."
Did I go with you?
No, you ended up going somewhere else.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah,
That's so funny,
I actually
though.
feel like I was there that night at the party.
There was a
'Cause I
bunch of
remember-
Altoona kids there.
How do you guys remember this shit? I don't remember any of this.
I don't know. I barely remember. I just remember there was a couple Altoona kids that I didn't like that showed up, and I was like, I don't fucking care if I take their money.
Like I remember we had parties there.
Fucking Altoona bastards.
Fucking tuna towners.
Come to the basement bash.
It's funny though now. Now
Basement badge.
like half of my crew is from like Tuna / Fall Creek people that
Yeah,
I like
dude.
hang out with regularly. So
I don't remember.
Dude, they can come to the basement bash.
yeah.
We'll take their money, dude.
What was that? There was this one asswad's name that was always everywhere. That he was a tuna kid. I don't know. Like the. He was like.
Salty's about to fucking put a Altoona punk on blast.
Yeah, some fucking punk ass from Altoona. 20 years later, and
He's
I
like,
still don't like
I
this
changed.
son of a bitch. You
He's like,
fucking-
I've changed.
Whatever your
I've
name is, I
changed.
don't
Fuck
remember,
you,
but
dude.
you fucking suck, dude. I don't know you, but you fucking suck.
Yeah, I hate him too, dude. I don't
No.
even know him, and I hate him.
Yeah, you're trying to get memories going, and I'm not now. They're trying to go, but yeah, I think that was a fun game, slightly fun. What was your first mem? No, I don't even want to play that. Don't.
I think we played soccer maybe or something.
I don't play
sometime.
fucking soccer.
Yeah, Salty's
No, it was
never
like-
played a game of
feel like-
soccer in his life.
I feel like we had
No,
a gym class or some shit or photo. Wasn't it photography?
Yeah, photography and
I think
and,
photography brought us together maybe.
Yeah, because Brian
And then
you were
obviously
friends
our-
with Brian
yeah,
Parrish.
our
and Brian
friend-
Parrish was in my class,
Yeah, our friend group, you know.
and then we'd take every study hall that we had and go to the photo lab.
And then we were like, wait, we both like the party.
Yeah. Do you snowboard, dude? It's like, yeah, bro.
I want to go snowboarding.
That is all I cared about though. For real.
Photos and ripping the slopes.
Anything to unplug.
You can carve like a knife.
From liver.
He is, dude. Like I was like, God, this guy's way funnier than Max. Better triceps. Just a fan.
he
Overall
bikes
fan.
regularly.
Yeah, he fucking bikes. Like I bet his resting heart rate.
Shout out, Dad.
Like this dude fucks. Like honestly, that was my second thought. My first thought was I hope he does a good job on my teeth. My second thought was this dude fucks. I gotta say, Max, when it comes to you, that's like 6 or 7 thoughts. So your dad is kicking ass.
I need another one, dude.
To get-
Yeah.
I'm started. I'm on the
That's how you
train,
do it.
dude.
You go, yeah,
I'm the only
yeah.
one that wants to drink tonight. I
I
told
get a-
these
can I
people,
get-
I'm
I'll
like,
take- I'll
let's
take
have a
one.
Friday
Let me
night
take
drink
one more. I'll
fest.
have
Because
one more.
I know
One
if
more,
you're
yeah,
watching
yeah,
this, you're
yeah.
probably having a beer or two.
I hope they are. I hope John Robbie's having beers watching
You should.
this.
That's the only way to do
Fucking
this. Is like have
beers
2
in-
beers
beers
with
in
us. You
heaven.
know what I mean?
God, yeah. R.I.P. John Robbie.
Johnny,
Yeah,
let's get it.
that little shish kabibble. Fucking John.
I met John the day I moved out of my parents' house.
And that was the first day of the rest of your life. And look at where you are now, dude. You got a sweet mustache. You're podcasting with his little brother. Fucking life's looking up, dude. Like honestly, like
Like things are looking
that
good.
bar, dude. It's up
Let's
there.
go, guys.
We're gonna clear it.
What do you? What?
Huh?
Who else did we hang out with back then? Like, was
John, Ian, Brian, Sam, you. I don't know. Keaton.
Well, and then, like it kind of molded into like that Racy's crew. Remember, like the back
Yeah, that was a whole.
Samuel
Lindsay,
Robbie was in there.
Lindsay, definitely back.
Fucking,
There was that other. There's a few people I can't remember.
Megan Bruce. Oh, Trav Dango. That was the one that I
Travis Marcotte. Let's
Trav
go.
Marcotte.
Shout out Travis.
Trap bands have.
Actually, Travis is crushing it, dude.
Is he?
Yeah, he's living in Florida, crushing it.
So-
Shout out Trav.
So weird story, small fucking world situation. So my next door neighbor bought his house the same year I bought mine. He's like 20, I don't know, he's like early 20s at that time, little ripped son of a bitch. So basically, long story short, Trav was like best friends with this guy, and because they worked together at Applebee's or back in the day, and Adam, so like I see Adam Madison like regularly every now and then, all fucking
I had a
jacked up.
falling out with him because like he was kind of like taking advantage of my parents at one point in time.
You know,
I mean, he was a really close friend of mine growing up.
Yeah, I thought
And then
so.
we just like, as soon as high school was done, our relationship was like over. I don't know why either, but it's because at that time he didn't want to like drink either. But then my parents,
That's just the
way
my parents. Okay, picture this. Picture this though. Yo, picture this.
That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
I see no chase. Wake
Picture-
up in the morning and I ask myself. Sorry.
is life worth living or should I
Should I
blast
blast
myself?
Honestly, Salty, I forgot that you have the voice of an angel.
Honestly, just then, I felt like I was a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
You sounded.
You guys
You sounded really good.
Are
Appreciate it.
He sounded good, dude.
killing it.
Sorry, man. I
as
didn't
long
mean to
as
cut you
anybody
off. I
can
just-
like do stupid movie quotes with me and shit
I
all
forgot
night long,
whatever
like,
I was going to
we're
say.
golden.
So here's a fun memory that I have of you, Mr. Saltness. I remember when you introduced me to John Legend, and that the album, I think it was Again or
Yeah.
Maxine or something. Well,
Yeah.
the song Maxine was on there, and Again, and what was the Let's Go to the Park one? It was like about the sexhibitions, and
Yeah. I know exactly which
it's
one.
a great song.
Great song.
John Legend was a legend, and Salty almost sounded like the guy. You could
I did
you could
for
really
a
sing
while.
that. And actually, another band that you could sing that I would never have guessed, but was System of a Down. You actually there was I forget
Oh,
the
Toxicity.
yeah, dude. Yeah, you nailed that one. It was insane.
Can you go for it? Go for it.
Oh man, I was actually just listening to them.
You
the
need
other
to hear
day.
it?
I need another beer first before I do that.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, we're pretty much an hour in. If you guys want to take a piss break or anything,
Yeah, but last note on that, I do have 2 separate karaoke trophies from the Eau Claire zone area. You know, yeah.
What were the songs?
I sung Michael Jackson, "Man in the Mirror." Oh
my God.
For
So
one.
you're Eau Claire Platinum.
He's
I'm
good.
just fucking, I'm
He
dope,
can
bro.
sing, and he's got moves. He's got moves.
Like I kill it, crush it.
Like,
I've
can we
already-
hear? I want to hear it.
What was the
can
other
you just
song? What was
lay
the
it-
other song?
Lay it out for us.
So it was a combination. You did 3 songs at this
Oh my God,
the other
3
one.
songs,
So
Max.
you had 3 different.
It's got 3 speeds, Max.
You had 3 different takes.
That's from old school.
So I do
no.
Rick James, "Give It to Me, Baby."
Shut up.
No fucking
Oh
around.
my God.
I then Led Zeppelin. Which one is it? I forgot the name of it.
I want a whole lot of love.
It's the
You would've been
slow
good
one,
at that one,
California.
though. Oh, that's good too,
Yeah.
yep.
And then normally what I'd round it out with would be either it all depended on the mood too, but I'm a big Eric Clapton guy,
Oh God.
and so I would sing. Fuck, I can't even remember the name of the song right now.
You must love it.
But Lay Down Sally, dude.
Lay Down Sally's a great
I'm
song.
all about
That's
I'm all
actually a
about
great
those.
song.
I don't know it.
All about those songs that get people going a
Yeah.
little bit too. You know, and like
The right crowd,
gets
that would get
the
a whole place
people
going.
Oh yeah,
Go
and so that
win.
one was at a VFW. So
Oh,
like
gosh.
I was
That's actually what I was like picturing was a fucking
yeah, it's
VFW.
fucking VFW. All these
Wow.
old timers are like, oh yeah,
This kid fucks.
this kid fucks. I'm gonna introduce you to my daughter tonight.
Fucker.
He's got a voice of an angel, honey.
Oh god.
Lay down, Sally. I'll rest you in my arms.
My goodness.
I should put the reverb on for that shit, dude.
He sounds like an angel.
What are you on? You're on mic 3.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys keep
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
But so the second competition, you had to do 3 songs. That reminds me of MTV's Say What karaoke.
Yeah, man, it's like the
That had
fucking
a
voice now. Bro.
You worked for it. You earned it, dude.
I earned that shit.
What did you get? Please tell me it was like at least a $10 bar tab.
Oh, I mean, I had free drinks the whole rest of the
Well,
night.
when you sound that good, right?
Yeah, especially the way I got the crowd going. Like the second one, Man in the Mirror, I had people like fucking putting lighters up. Like,
Oh my god.
make a change.
I was about to say, did you see like some people changing their lives? Like you
Yeah,
could see
I'm
the
like-
change in their eyes.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life.
God, he sounds good.
I'm gonna take a pee, but when I get back, I'm gonna figure out how to turn that reverb on.
I'd
for
really
you.
like to continue having this conversation.
Cool 98.1.
All right,
And
let's
break.
it.
You guys want to take a break?
Yeah, I'm down.
Is it time?
Sure, I got a tinkle.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
At Quick Trip.
I guess I'll go this way. Gang, gang.
A lot of people have been saying these are some of the best shades they've ever seen.
I mean,
what I was thinking about doing was hooking up my laptop here and then putting the projector with like a
What if you-
whiteboard here, and then we could play like funny clips.
Well, yeah. What if you? Yeah, you
and then
should
chat
have like
about like what we just saw.
it'd be like ridiculousness too.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like just add in an element to it. I probably won't cut that out, but welcome back.
yep, we're back.
Here we are.
We all got our tinkles taken care of, and you know, I'm a dirty smoker, so I went outside and smoked me a cigarette.
It was a nice.
It's
You
a
know-
it's a nice night for sure.
Yeah, if you,
It's
if
very
you know
nice.
those Wisconsin nights
Oh, prime time.
in February when
Smoke
you
'em
go
if you
out,
got 'em.
you go out, you've had a few drinks, you go outside, and you're like, "Fuck, I gotta put the jacket back on." You gotta. It's a whole to do. It's kind of nice.
And we don't have those 20-mile-an-hour winds today, so it's like it's the calm before the storm. We're supposed to be getting a bunch of snow tonight.
Let's fucking go.
So everybody buckle up if you got to drive, and remember, it's only snow.
I think we should go snowboarding.
Oh, dude.
I'm trying to.
Fucking
I have
Narbar,
I
bro.
have a few clips to get to
Dude,
this year.
Narbar.
Dude, do you remember Narbar?
Oh, I remember Narbar. I use it to this day.
I know.
It's one of
Did you go up to like a snowboard competition with me?
No.
No?
No. I think we went.
Did we go to a ski hill once together?
We did. I think we went to Granite Peak or something.
Somewhere, right?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was.
Salty. Did you snowboard?
I used to. Yeah. I used to
didn't
rip
know
the
that.
Yeah,
slopes.
he
dude.
was shredding.
I was
He
shred- I
tries
mean,
that.
I was intermediate, you
Yeah.
know,
You
like
Carve like
But
a
you
knife.
could get down the hill.
I could get down there.
That's
I
all
could
that
carve a
matters.
hill and I could hit a jump with
Yeah.
a little nice mute grab or
That's
tail
all-
grab.
that's
on
all
it,
that
you
matters.
know?
Mute grab.
Yeah, dude. Fucking bringing up 1080 PlayStation
A lot
right
of people,
now, bro.
just so you know, a lot
I
of
don't
people,
fuck around.
a lot of people can't do that.
No. Just making it down the hill in my mind is impressive.
Yeah.
I used to do it with my church group all the time when I was a kid. Like that was what we would do on Christmas because we didn't celebrate the world.
Wait,
So,
what did you grow up again?
I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness.
Can we talk about that a little bit?
I mean, if you want to, sure.
I just want to. Yeah.
Let's dig it up, you know. Go ahead.
So I got.
We don't have to dig it up, but I just want to know what that's like.
Well, I mean,
I mean, you're not practicing anymore, obviously, right?
no. So, I mean, I have nothing
So-
bad to say about it. But at the end of the day, it's Christianity, right? There's the standard.
There's a lot of like cultish things though that I hear.
I wouldn't
about.
call it cultish. Society puts anything that, like, if you're not going to associate yourself with the worldly views of things, then you're kind of put into that cult status. But, like, you know, my wife's family's from way up north, right? So Amish people are around all the time. That shit ain't no cult, right? It's just a way of living, and they have their own view and take on the Bible, and there's not going to be any outside influence for it, right?
Totally.
And so, like, you'll see that with, you know, like, I would say Jehovah's Witnesses are pretty close to, you know, types of thought process around, you know, Pentecostals, maybe, you know, like
Yeah.
very, very more traditional, but
But
it's
you
not
can't.
like,
You don't celebrate anything, right?
no, it's not like, yeah. So
Because I don't really know
That
what's
was-
the difference between a Catholic and a Jehovah's Witness.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still
If
Christianity.
you all love JC,
But, like, the biggest thing with the Jehovah Witnesses, and I'm not one to preach the good news, so to speak, about this, but how I was brought up, a couple of big differences is, like, the Holy Trinity, right? Like, so everybody thinks, like, God, Jesus,
the Father,
and the Holy
Son, and the
Spirit
Holy Ghost.
is all the same thing, and it's not. It's separate there is no hell in what I grew up in, and I think the biggest thing that I appreciated.
Really, I don't. Hell's on earth.
Right. I mean, we came from the ground. We're going to go back to the ground. That's just the way it is, right?
Yeah.
Formed from dust, came to dust, go back to dust type of stuff. But so I didn't really celebrate major holidays or anything like that. So like, I would say my first real Christmas I celebrated when I started dating my wife. You know, so like first time I decorated a tree or carved a pumpkin or anything wasn't until like,
because I used to hit you up every Christmas night and we would go snowboarding.
That, or we'd get hammered because I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember I drank with you on a Christmas Eve or Christmas night.
We were
once
all
or
there
twice,
together.
You know? Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely know that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's odd with that too.
Those were
because
fun. Honestly, though, those turned out to be fun times.
Yeah.
All of those times were pretty good.
It's just weird to think back on it now. Like I wasn't a practicing member of that religion for such a long time, but still took like a lot of morals.
Yeah. Well, the
With
thing is,
me,
when they
you
get
know?
you that young, when they get you that
Yeah,
young, it's
yeah.
hard not to like
That's
make the imprint, right?
That's a really good point because it's like,
But the morals of JC are not that, they're not bad.
yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a God, like, I am a God-fearing man. You know what I mean? I believe in that. And, there's just, you got to do right. I mean, there's just standards. There's the standard morals that people have. Be a good person, try to do good, and don't, love thy neighbor, and, try to just be out here.
Don't drink the last beer without buying another 6-pack.
Yes, exactly. Stuff like that.
Unless you gotta.
So, yeah,
There is that clause.
I would say that was interesting, and I think it like steered me away from.
I mean, I grew up hardcore Catholic, so like,
Right,
I went to Catholic schools until middle school, and then, still went to church all the time. My dad still loves the church,
Loves the church.
which I don't quite.
Social
I don't
thing,
love.
man.
I don't know.
It's a social
I
thing,
found
man.
God in other places. It wasn't the church that made me understand God.
Yeah, I mean, I think what made me steer, not just, it would have been any religion, regardless of what religion I grew up in, it's all still man-made, right? So
Yeah.
it's one man's take on it, trying to influence masses. And, if you're a true Christian, you're going to have your relationship with the one that counts, God.
Let's
right?
go.
But, so fuck off all the
I
charities
do love.
and shit. On
Don't get me wrong. I love JC. I got him hanging up on the wall over there. A few spots.
Yeah. And when that
I
day
like.
comes,
You can't see it because the light's in the way, but there's a very beautiful Jesus up there, and I like when you find a really like super white looking Jesus.
Max prefers his Jesus is very quiet.
Because I just
Very quiet.
I think it's so funny.
It is kind of funny.
him? Can you see him?
yeah, he's like, I like my Jesus as white.
He's a really he's a really white
That
Jesus.
Jesus isn't wide enough for me.
I think it's funny.
I don't know if we can
because
hang him up.
Jesus is not obviously not white. He's an Arab dude.
Skin of copper, hair
Just
of wool.
going
No.
off
Never met the guy.
demographics.
Never
Wow.
met the guy.
Religion always kind of gets fucking dark and stupid. Like,
Yes, you have.
Stop. Well, how about this? One thing that I will say that I've noticed about you, Salty, is that you have a love for Christmas music that is far greater than most people.
Yeah,
And
yep.
I feel like maybe it's making up for some lost time, right?
This
This guy
that is
loves Christmas music.
that is a good point.
Yeah.
The day after
I
Thanksgiving,
fucking-
he
I'm
shows up.
rocking that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
He's already been rocking
Rocking
around the
around
Christmas tree. Yeah.
the Christmas tree.
Dude, I'm the type that takes Halloween shit out like 7:00 in the morning, November 1st, and I'm like busting out the wife's Christmas indoor decorations. I won't go all out with the house outside of the house that early. I don't like the electric bill.
Spoken like a true dad.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all about the Christmas stuff, and it probably is a little bit of makeup left out syndrome. I didn't really
Yeah.
think of it in that way,
but it's fun to like pour it into your kids, I'm sure.
Oh, dude! So like, I'm already
Little boys too. It's
I
like
feel
fuck.
like-
You can have so much fun with them.
I feel like Chevy Chase, and
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation,
Clark Griswold.
like joy to the world. We're picking out Christmas trees, and it's a tradition that we add a new decoration for outside of the house. So like, I'm rocking over like or 5,000 LED lights on my house right now. So like, we're about to be starting to sign up into these contests they have around the Chippewa Valley.
You got a good
know what
photo?
I mean?
You got a good photo?
I probably do.
You don't have to show me now, but I'll put it in right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better with that. Add the production value, you know?
We're all about that Christmas life. It's I don't know. There's something about it. It's
Special time
magical.
of
I
year.
like,
It's
yeah,
magical.
it's
It's a special
especially when
time
you're
of
with the
year.
family. It just ties everybody together, and there's a lot of fun in it. I'm sick of being broke for the holidays. I'll tell you that much.
I think the biggest thing for me is like growing up not doing it or not having the resources to do it, and to kind of like live through my kids through it a little bit. Like, you know, like you're waking up every fucking Christmas getting spoiled as shit, even though you don't deserve it sometimes. But you're getting spoiled as shit, and I'm gonna watch you open up all your stuff and
Well, that's been the joy of being Uncle Max.
right.
'Cause, you know,
but
my-
you can dip out when you want to
I
nap.
fuck, and I'm not gonna lie, I gotta get out of there.
He's not gonna lie, he dips.
My sister's got 5 kids. The other one's got 3. So like when they
Whoa.
all get together, man, it's a fucking army.
5 kids.
Yeah.
So
And then
eight kids at a
kids?
time.
Yeah.
How old are these things?
I think the oldest one is 12.
How old are
And then
these creatures?
they just trickle all the way down.
They're monsters.
Actually, they're kind of awesome.
No, yeah, kids are cool. Kids are
Yeah,
cool.
it makes me go, damn, this is where the family's going, you know? And it's like, fuck, this is kind of cool.
Yeah,
like,
it
I'm
doesn't-
excited.
it doesn't end
I
with
mean,
you,
a lot of
Max.
the reason why I wanted to come back to the Midwest versus like just sticking out in a big city was like I wanted to do time with them. Like right now, I get to go to all the holidays, so it's been like nice because they all like see me, they get to know me. Like, yeah, now I get like pure love out of them. I'm like, fuck, no one else loves me like they do. It's crazy.
It's so yeah, it is nuts how influenced and
It's just
how much
pure-
they look up to you.
Pure
you know?
love.
So, yeah, it is.
You know? And then I'm not the parent, so like if you look statistically, like within the next few years, they'll actually listen to me more than their parents.
They'll probably come to you for advice more than their actual parents. and
Yeah.
stuff,
Hopefully you have shit figured out by then.
Hopefully. I might just be like that uncle too. I don't really give a fuck. I want to have fun and make some money. That's about it. Maybe if I don't know, I might want kids too one day.
Yeah, I mean you're getting old for that though.
No.
Most girls are
You
getting.
know who
out
I had in? I had John Supon on the podcast, and his dad was His dad was like in his 60s when he had him.
Ugh, boy.
That was the most like real response.
I'm
ever.
just
That was
saying.
natural. That
I'm
was
just saying. I
natural.
could just.
Dude, you are like 2
Salt-
years from retirement, bro, and you fucking pop out a kid. You're dealing with a toddler at 70. Fuck that.
Salty's tired thinking about it. Look at him, he's tired.
Oh
now.
man,
I think if I'm 70 having a kid, I'm probably not dealing
Dude,
with
that
it
shit.
much.
So my father. So fuck. My father.
Guys, thank you for subscribing to my Patreon.
So this is a kind of a fucked up one, talking about kids and having them old. My father, I'm like the eldest of I think 12 right now.
Are you? It's better than Chapin.
Whoa.
Chapin's
Yeah.
one of 30 something.
That his daddy made a village. Brother made a village for sure. But my dad's not too far off. But long story short, my kids have an uncle that's their same age. So I have a little brother that got born the same year my boys did.
Oh snap.
Yeah, so they have a Uncle King.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, so we're actually going
But
to be
more like a cousin.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't met that side at all, so we're actually for spring break going to do a little family road trip to. I want to go see the Great Smokies in Tennessee down there,
Fuck yeah, I love Tennessee.
and then hop over to Nashville and hang out for a bit.
Nashville's fun.
Yeah. So and my family,
You know, yeah, she's still out there.
she's still out there. She's still out there.
She asked about me. What? Dude, why is that funny?
Comedy.
Did she mention my name? She mentioned my name at all?
Yeah, did she talk about me at all, dude?
I forgot. I'm
Tell her I
trying to
said
tie
hi.
because we had some fun times together with when that whole. I didn't come back. The problem with me is like you and me were really great friends, but then I left and I just didn't come back.
But
Yeah.
well, Salty, did you ever make it out to like New York or the East Coast or anything? when Max was out there and John and shit?
I did have a stint of time when I wasn't on probation. Well, actually, no, I do yeah. So when I was a younger kid, I'd get in trouble and wasn't allowed to leave the state a lot of the time. But but I remember
Salty, before you tell the story, can you grab that box right there for me?
fuck, what box?
It's right there. See it right there?
Dude,
Just
that's
can
way
you
out of
grab
reach,
that?
dude?
So far away. 1 second.
I need this. I need this really quick. Sorry, guys.
I need this.
Guys, if you made it this far in the Patreon, you might as well subscribe to my Patreon.
You might as well like, comment,
I put this on my
subscribe.
free tier, so you
Like
can.
me on LinkedIn.
Oh, there's nothing in here.
Yeah, I looked at
I
it. and
really
was
need
like,
this box.
Well, he really wants that box for a prop, I guess.
This box looks so
All right,
sweet.
guys. I'm gonna walk away. I'll be right back.
we can continue, right?
I can hear you.
We'll keep
yeah.
talking. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I went and visited Max when he was at photography school in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, so the
Beautiful,
King.
beautiful state, by the way.
Oh, it was a pretty cool drive. Me and my buddy King Klossner. You remember King? You know,
Yeah,
Ian.
yeah.
Shout out Ian. Love you, bro.
Love you, dude.
But we drove his fucking minivan.
Where are you, Ian Klossner? Where are you?
Hello, is Ian?
I've been
out
reaching out to
there?
him. I haven't heard from him.
Dude,
But-
let's get him on the podcast.
We drove. I think it was a 14-hour trip, and we
Dang.
drove that son of a bitch straight through.
No.
He took 8 hours, and I took the last
6.
six-ish or whatever. Yeah, thanks for the math, homie.
Just kidding, dude.
So this must have been like 2007, right?
Yeah, probably around that time.
Because I think I graduated in 2007 from Hallmark.
it was your last semester there, and we got there on a Thursday, so like prime time. We took a little power nap, and then it was nonstop party for fucking 3 days.
Yeah, we just went fucking.
I remember.
Hallmark was such a fun time.
I remember.
Shout out
there's a
anybody from Hallmark that's listening to this. I love you guys.
There's a couple things that I did there, but we won't talk about all of them. But I remember it was one day we were going to go to New York to visit your aunt and uncle to go check out New
Oh
York.
yeah, we went to Manhattan. I
But,
remember
yeah,
that.
we went to Manhattan.
We did, right? We went.
We did.
Yeah,
go,
we went to
but
their
the
garden.
night before. There was another party, and I stayed up the entire night. And I remember
kinda
just
remember
you
this.
coming out of a bedroom going, "Oh no, Salty, you didn't go to bed, did you?" And I'm like, "No." But so like, I was shit faced in Manhattan for like.
That sounds
They
like
were they around? I can't remember.
Yeah, we toured the house.
Oh, yeah,
we
we-
went to Subway.
we went to Subway.
I remember my
I remember
wallet was in
living.
my front
Actually, I
pocket.
remember doing that with you because this is before I moved to New York.
Yeah.
Which is a funny story because I remember we went because my aunt and uncle lived in Chelsea, New York, and they had this amazing rooftop.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was
It
a
was super
it was
sick.
a really special spot for where they were. And so we were up on that rooftop, and I remember being fucking scared of that city. Being in Chelsea, being like, "This is insane."
I kept looking around, just like, holy fuck, people
And then-
actually live in like this. You know, it's
Yeah.
just so busy. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I
I remember
could
being
do it.
scared of it, but then I ended up obviously moving to New York and then convincing your brother who's still fucking in New York.
Rabbit.
Yeah, right.
Rabbi. Yeah, and you had Ryan Day out there for a while,
Yep.
and then, God, who else followed? I almost tried. Good thing I didn't.
I don't regret any of my time in New York. I fucking love New York. I never thought I'd leave New York. I mean, if I hadn't got that opportunity to live in London, I would never have moved from New York. And then once I got back from London, I didn't have enough money really in the end to just jump back into New York. So then I came home to my parents because I had been gone for so long.
Yeah.
And then I just ended up getting a full-time job in LA, and that's why I moved out there.
And then you lived with that dude Chris for a while out there too, that from Hallmark.
Witta. He was
Witta,
on
yeah.
that. He was on that first two podcasts.
Oh, was
Did
he?
you see it? Did you
No,
write-
I guess I didn't watch.
If
long
you
enough.
watched the very first one, he's on the.
What's up,
He's on the
dude?
very first one. Witta, let's go.
Shout
Salty's
out.
still out here. He's in the
Because
flesh.
Witta came after photo school and lived in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a
Yep.
that was a little
That
that was a
name
really
sounds
cool trip. Like I've never been on the East Coast like that before, and
Where was
Have you been back ever? No. Well, you got to see Manhattan at least.
Yeah,
dude.
I got to see Manhattan.
That's a good thing that you. It's good to be like, yo, this is the fucking heartbeat right here.
Or well, like when on a movie where there's that like whatever that famous little skinny triangle building is. We walked past it. I remember
The
that.
Flatiron.
Yeah, and so it's always in movies and stuff. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
hey boys,
It's the Flatiron building.
dads walk past that. They're like, what? It's blown up, Dad. Like, no, you know, it's not. It's still standing.
It's funny. I might have photos from back then, even buried.
Yeah, that was a cool trip.
I got some fun ones of you from back in the day still.
Ugh, I can only imagine.
Yeah. I
Me
know.
with my afro and
Do you
shit.
remember Brian Parrish's birthday party?
In the cities?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That got a little weird.
So is Brian. Brian's heating up right now in Seattle going, don't talk about it.
Fucking A, salty. You should never had him over.
Just kidding, Brian. I love you.
Salty.
They got into a big fight. They went crazy, those two, that night. But
We didn't get in a fight with each other. It was other
people, yeah.
individuals, and then we ended up like rampaging the basement for some reason.
Dude, sometimes that happens.
Like,
Actually, I remember one time.
I remember why. We were all lit as fuck.
I remember one time at a house party at the Grease Pit, you ripped down the ceiling with my boy Rick McKnight, baby.
McKnight!
You guys, Max, they just started ripping down the fucking basement ceiling.
Let's go. I bet it was fun.
No, it was hilarious. It was one of the best things I'd ever seen.
yeah,
We cleaned it up. It wasn't a big deal.
we put it in that piss pile you had.
Was it ready to go, though?
It was ready to go. Everything about that house was ready to go.
Yeah, it was ready to go.
It was ready to go.
There was a lot of greasing in that
was-
spot for sure.
It was the place to.
I don't know.
grease.
I'm glad I didn't.
Dude, I wish
Just
Max.
stick.
I wish you would have known that you would have seen the Grease Pit one time.
Yeah, I mean it was an experience all its own.
A lot of people.
Really?
A lot of people still talk about it.
I don't
like
even know what it is.
Wait, he did though. I remember
was
he
your
was
house,
in town
or-
in New
No,
Year's.
he did see it one time. That's
That
right.
was
he
your
did.
house?
Yeah, we didn't have a party though, but yeah.
Is that
We
when
were
I was
having-
buying weed off you?
No, that was a different house. That was a different house. That was a different
And
house.
edit.
And we're back.
Statute of limitations. No, dude, that was a different house. But no, that was a fun time. But I don't know, dude.
Tell me more about it, dude.
There was a pile of cans, and we used to piss on them.
Damn.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
fucking wild.
You just piss on a pile of cans?
Yeah, dude. They were
People are like,
they were
"Oh
in the
my
corner."
God.
So the best thing that ever happened is the landlord walked in one time, and he unannounced, which is illegal, by the way. But he walked in one time.
He's like,
and
I heard it's getting out of control.
Just stop, Max. He looked around and said, "How the hell do you guys get laid?" and my buddy Brian looked him dead in the eye and just said, "We manage.
We manage.
We manage."
Good old B pain.
But we'd piss on these cans, right? But then we were left with this big old fucking corner. I'm talking like shack height of piss cans, like out at a 45-degree angle, right? A lot of
Like
cans.
blocking the egress window.
Hundreds of cans. And so here's the best thing. A homeless guy came by one day, and he was digging through the
He was
fucking...
like, "I'm gonna make this money."
Stop, dude. Stop. Don't ruin it. Just let it happen. He's digging through the trash, and buddy Brian again went outside and said, "Hey, if you're looking for some cans, I know where you can find some cans." And he brought him downstairs, and he flicked the light on, and the homeless guy saw the cans, and he said his face just lit up like a Christmas tree, like he just hit the fucking jackpot. He spent about a good 6 hours cleaning out all those cans.
I remember coming over afterwards and you guys sharing this great tidbit of information I missed out on.
Yeah, so we got to piss on all these cans, and then someone else cleaned it up.
Yeah.
It's not something that happens every day.
How old were you when this was
18,
happening? Yeah,
18.
no.
We
You
were
let things
young,
like that
dude.
happen.
No, well, it's not even about letting it happen. We wanted it to happen.
I know,
I mean,
but-
I think it was like highly encouraged.
Would you want it to happen now?
Honestly,
Or have you evolved?
honestly, dude, sometimes I just kind of like long for the days where I used to just like wake up and smoke a cigarette. Like that was the first thing I did was I woke up and smoked a cigarette. Number two,
What's stopping you from that?
well, like I don't smoke inside anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm civilized. I'm saying I missed the
Gotta
days
clean
of,
these walls.
of being uncivilized. civilized, you know.
Plus,
We're
who
like-
wants to smell like a fucking cigarette?
Dude, I didn't care. Like that was the best part.
Yeah, that's
I
the
didn't
best part.
care.
You're not. Yeah, because you weren't. You know.
I was just living my best life.
That was when you
Dude,
were
straight grease.
Some would say that's when you were really free.
Dude, I probably was the most free in my life. I was eating holiday breakfast sandwiches. That was like my diet.
Do you
Oh,
miss it?
gross.
Do you guys hear a humming?
I do.
I know.
I don't think it's this. I think it's something in your house.
Sorry,
dude.
folks.
What do you
I don't
got
think they
humming,
hear.
dude? Is it the heating?
I don't know. Salty.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. What's up?
what else are you working on these days other than your two boys?
Oh,
You
boy.
been bow hunting? You gonna do some cool shit out at your property?
So, yeah, I guess, like, majority of my life is focused around family and...
What kind of? Who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't have time to watch comedians anymore.
No, I mean like who? Like you like funny shit though, because
Yeah.
you're funny.
I mean, I like...
Like who do you think's
I
been
like
the
the
most
old-
like Adam Sandler? Who's the most influential?
Salty's a big Adam Sandler fan.
I am a fan of Adam Sandler. I mean, I like...
I love Adam Sandler.
He's good, but I guess, like, if we're talking stand-up... Like
Anything. I'm just saying like who's like in that world? Who's the big names like Chappelle? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, Chappelle got weird after he came back, in my opinion.
It's true.
I mean, Cat Williams, I mean, everybody likes Cat, but, like, Cat's been the realest motherfucker since day one, son.
I will say he's a little
Like,
He's funny.
he's a little gypsy or something, dude. I don't,
funny.
No,
He's all-
gypsy is the wrong word. I meant like prophet or something. Have you seen him recently? He just did Theo Vaughn's podcast.
yeah,
and, like,
yeah, he's
man.
balling outrageous. I don't know, I like the guy.
I love
funny.
him. I love him.
Yeah,
I've never
he's-
laughed when that first comedy set came out when he had the green jacket. I don't, dude. Nothing's made me laugh harder in my entire fucking
That shit was
life.
good.
And
This shit right here?
I'm still...
This shit right here? This shit here?
And I grew up on, like, the old school Eddie Murphys, like the Delirious and Raw. Like, those are some of my
Those are the greatest.
favorite.
Those are the greatest.
Eddie!
Have you ever tried CBD?
Huh?
Have you ever tried CBD?
No, I don't plan on it either.
Here, try a little CBD.
Oh,
it's
fuck
good for
that
your.
shit.
It's good for your back.
Here,
Dude.
dude, I'll try this.
Fuck that
CBD,
shit.
dude.
I have a
We can cut it.
responsibility.
We can cut this out.
But then it's weird.
It's not. It's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's funny when it like clips and it just goes. And they're like, "Oh, you didn't get to see that."
Oh, they edited something out of that one. But no, like, yeah, I think Eddie Murphy, Cat Williams, those are two funny sons of bitches that I'll like fall asleep to all the time. Or if like, I'm just trying to get in a good mood, you know,
You
I'll
guys don't
fucking
want. You don't want this.
throw
right?
on one of those.
You guys are just
I'm good, bro.
old ass man. They can't even smoke a fucking blunt. Anymore, dude.
Dude, fucking old ass.
They can't smoke even half a blunt anymore.
Old ass man.
Hey, man, I do what I have to do.
And we're back.
And we're back. Comedian-wise, that's it. The other person that I like to listen to and laugh at is myself a lot, you know. So,
Salty's greatest hits.
yeah, I have some funny ones in my head from time to time.
I thought you were gonna sing us a song or something.
No.
I've actually got a serious question.
You got a serious question? You shoot.
You guys remember the holy shit bars from Racy's? Like the
Yeah.
Special K peanut butter chocolate bars?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I just think about one of those and go, man, that sounds awesome.
You know what I missed from there?
Huh.
They're like, they called it the turkey K-Pow with the sprouts. And
Oh,
like,
that was a good sandwich.
yeah, I missed that sandwich with the kettle chips, dude.
That place really went. We had a really special time there.
It was a really special time.
Yeah, it
And the
was.
sandwiches were good.
Before it was
Sandwiches
actually
are
like
super
before
good.
it was like this fucking
Trendy
thing.
spot.
It was
Yeah.
cool.
Now it's like the Pablo of cafes.
We were there
No
right
fucking
before
shit.
it was cool. Right before it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was already transitioning to cool,
A lot
but
of
you had to
people-
be like edgy cool to go there.
A lot of
you know
people
what I
were
mean?
saying
That's
we
right.
made it cool.
We didn't. You know what? That's the real connection. Earlier we were trying to figure it out, but it's like, dude, you and me really became super bonded at Racy's. I feel like we did a lot of Racy's time. That whole crew, like, fuck, man, those times were fucking magical.
I drank a lot of coffee. Drank a lot of
Drinking,
coffee.
dude. Remember, just Colt 45s down by the river.
Oh yeah, that was
Just sitting down there
pretty
having
fun.
sunsets, drinking, just fucking no worries. You didn't give a fuck about what your job was. You didn't like.
summer. You could see Max wiggling down the street on his longboard, like everywhere. Like, all right, dude, let's go fucking drink.
I didn't know how
I want
to
to snowboard.
or skateboard. I mean, that was the same time the skateboarding kind of just went off, and it was the perfect time to start skating.
And then, we'd go to Racy's for some coffee, basically meet up with the crew to figure out what people are trying to get into that night. And then most nights we'd end up back in the King Klossner's garage on the mini ramp.
Yeah,
That was what we would do for a while, or if we could scrangle up enough
I
money.
think that was a little earlier, and then eventually it was like our apartment.
Yeah.
Early days.
Enough reminiscing about the past, though.
I know.
Let's talk about the future.
I'm hyped about the future. Future's great.
Let's talk about the future.
Let's talk about some funny shit.
Yeah, on cue. Samuel, what do you got for us?
It's funny you should ask.
Yeah? You got something?
No.
No. Let's talk about. I don't know.
Oh, dead air.
And we're back.
And we had some dead air for a second there.
Well, I guess, I think being the beginning of the second month of the year, I think we should talk about how everybody's doing on their New Year's resolutions. I actually will go ahead and comment on Max's forum. Max is going to get into the gym more, and
I've been feeling. I will say that I
he's
am
come up with a new
off
excuse every day.
the
It's
vape.
actually
Okay,
impressive.
the vape has been really hard. It's been hard to get off the vape, and then Sam wants to just push the body so hard.
Dude, I want to push him.
He just wants to go.
I'm always right there behind him, just pushing for more.
His name is Big Sam.
You got to get in there, man.
Yeah, you got to get in there. Salty, what
Don't
about
give
you?
up.
Did you have any New Year's resolutions? Anything you're following through on? Anything fall to the wayside already?
Anything fall to the wayside already? I'm not one on.
Like, I mean, nobody. I'm not talking about the shit you declared out to friends, but I mean, like, I feel like everybody, like, just because of like our culture, like, I feel like you make up some bullshit New Year's resolution. Like, maybe yours was to
your
quit.
head.
Yeah, maybe yours was to quit smoking grits. What was it, and how's it going?
I mean, there's been thoughts and no action. I mean, I think of like, I probably should quit smoking.
Yeah.
Like for my kids, like, but that's the thing. I'm never like
Smoking's
thinking about doing
hard.
something unless it's like benefiting. I don't care to do it for my fucking self. I'm fine being a
Yeah, dude.
fucking piece of shit, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
But
rocking it.
I do most of my stuff for my kids and my family, I guess. So, we're getting to an age where it's like, they know what SIGs are, they know what everything, they're comprehensive around everything. And
Yeah.
so like, it's getting to that phase where setting the example is probably like most prevalent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, if my kids don't want to be eating junk food all the time, I should probably quit buying it. Or like,
Right.
they want to be really good in sports, but I don't show them that you have to practice every day to really become good at a certain sport. It's not like just picked up overnight what you see on fucking TV, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I have thoughts like that pretty regularly, I guess. And
I feel that.
so I kind of do it in my own way. Like I just introduce them into things that I know that are still physically active and still uses critical thinking and thought. Like just even ice fishing, right? Like you have to kind of like understand where you're going. What the first you got to understand like topography, right? Like for where depths and stuff are, and trying to teach them shit like that. Like I think is more valuable. I'm kind of more in like a hunter-gatherer mode of anything that I do, really. So like,
I love that though. Fuck.
so I want to teach self-reliance. I guess is the biggest thing,
Which
and I'll
is
have to make
super
changes to do that, to like really not just talk the talk but walk the walk.
This guy's doing it. He's doing it.
Trying.
Well, he's fucking raising kids, man.
Yeah, he's doing
There's nothing more real than just raising fucking kids.
yeah, and I ain't no fucking perfect dad. That's
And
for
that's
sure,
honestly,
but-
I don't have kids yet, so I'm like, man, am I missing out on like the whole fucking thing we're here for? Just because like my ego's like, no, I want to have the freedom.
Freedom.
I don't know, man. I think there's people that, for me, I think family was like the most important thing for me to get my head out of my ass.
How old are you? How old are you when you guys had him?
I was, I'm 30, going to be 39, so I was about 30 when I had the kids. But
Yeah, so that's not.
Yeah, but
That's not early.
I think like deeper on that, like I wanted to. I never cared to show up for myself. Really, odd stuff. I found a good girl and I wanted to show up for her and show her what my capabilities were, and then it just keeps rising and rising at that point, and then you're like, well, you can never plateau when you're doing it for the benefit of someone you care about a lot, I guess, is where my mindset went to get me to here, which is also kind of concerning sometimes too, because it's like, fuck, if I wouldn't have the paths and the alignment, stars aligned in the way they were, I could be a dipshit still. I'm still kind of a dipshit, but I'm just a dipshit.
Well, that's where I'm an adult. I'm an adult boy. I feel like 'cause I've never had the reason, like, especially if you stay in a big city. If you stay in a big city like John did, you don't ever have to grow up. You can live in an adult child world, I guess you could call it, like air quotes. But like as soon as you have kids, you have to you do have to grow up. There's a lot of benefit from that, I think, too. It gives you a lot of structure. You know what I mean? You have other reasons to be doing your shit. Like where I've been able to just kind of float around for a long time, because I don't have to commit to these other things, which makes me question sometimes. Like, I don't know, the older I get, I'm getting old, but not too old. But
yeah, I think having a family really showed me how to just actually show up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put in everything that I got, because I got others counting on me. It's not just about me right now. So, I mean, I think about that on career-wise, which has really helped me over the last...
What's the best thing that you do to prank your kids?
I don't... Pranking my kids?
Oh, come on. You gotta... It's just what's your favorite one over? You know what I mean?
The number one thing that gets my kids' gears a-going is listening to this angelic voice that we were talking about earlier, right? So, it will be November 1st, and I'll start singing Michael Bublé's version of It's Gonna Be, It Looks a Lot Like Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, Dad, stop! Almost to the point of fucking tears. I can't stand your fucking voice. Shut your mouth. I wish I could say that to you without getting in trouble.
They're gonna grow up just saying, yeah, my dad used to just love singing.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna be that dad that takes them to their school dance, and I'm going to take over the DJ booth and fucking get out there with the kids. You're not grooving right. This is what you need to do.
Salt doggy dog.
Chaperone saltness out here, just dropping it like it's hot.
What were those? What was that place out by Brian's
Night
mom?
Storm.
Yeah.
Come down to Night Storm. Storm.
Yo,
storm.
we did it. Yo, I think
Suds
we did
party.
a night storm or two together.
All of the Chippewa Valley. Bring your friends. Don't bring your girls.
Who are you? Oh my god, dude! I just got an erection. That was amazing.
That was so good, dude.
Sandstorm.
Oh my god, that's so
Dude,
funny.
Suds night at Night Storms, bitch. What up? I used to roll around with my dude Josh Greasiak and a couple other greasers in his Lexus on 22s at the time, and we'd drink a bottle of UV Blue at senior year of high school and go just hit on Betty's. It was the grossest thing ever.
That sounds amazing.
Those were fun days, though. Come on.
It was a traveling dance club.
One night only.
I know who was
One
working
night
that.
a week in Eau Claire.
Who was
Follow
working?
us to Marshfield, where it really gets weird.
Dude, I feel like I'm there. I've never even been there.
You never went?
No, I didn't, dude.
You heard about it, though.
No, I knew about it. It was it was called something different by the time I got to that age.
Night strike. It went from night storm to night strike.
Salty was 27, still going.
DJ Saltless is in the house.
He'll buy you beer.
Josh Greasiak at the door.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
18 and under only.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude.
those were the days.
That was
Those were the days.
I think that's the best thing I'm gonna hear all month.
I have to fucking pee.
Dude, that you fucked up my whole shit right now, dude.
Sorry, bro. I got them all sorts of flabbergasted over the night storm.
More down, dude.
I really liked the bring your friends, leave your man at home.
Bring your friends. Leave your girls at home. That was also a very popular
right
time.
now,
That was a
dude.
popular time of that. What's that movie with Julie Roberts? Fucking
Dude, give me something more Julia Roberts. That's
Julia
like the whole
Roberts
90s.
and that like. Dun, dun, dun.
What the fuck, dude?
Is it Save the Last Dance? Save
Oh,
the
no,
Last Dance.
no, not Julia Roberts. You're thinking of Julia.
Whatever.
No,
the blonde girl.
No, dude, no. Just stop.
The one
for a
that
second.
played in 10 Things I Hate About
Yeah,
You.
no. What's her name though?
Is it Styles?
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles.
And then who's the guy?
and that that Poindexter brother that
Well, what was the name of the movie again?
I think it was Save the Last
Yeah,
Dance.
Save the Last Dance. That movie sucked, but that movie was
Yeah.
huge at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back in those days. Like every white girl in Wisconsin like loved that movie because they all had that. I want to bring that.
They wanted a brother.
They wanted a brother. I want the type of brother I can bring back home to mommy and daddy.
And Salty was the
And
brother for the job.
I was there. I was there. Yeah.
This Saturday at Night Storm.
Saturday night.
Salt Doggy Dog. Ladies, get your towels out because we're on the intermission tip.
Bikini contest at 10 p.m.
Show me those tits.
I don't know. I don't know how I brought up Save the Last
I just
Dance
heard
in that.
bikini contest. That's all I heard.
Yeah, talking about Night Storm, no big deal. Strike.
Dude, you're killing me right now. I can't stop laughing. Like I got some lines I want to say, but I can't get them out.
I can be quiet for a minute, but
Bleach your butthole. Salt Doggy Dog. Hold on, dude. I can't even get it out. I'm so sorry, you guys. Bleach your butthole. Salt Doggy Dog is having a buffet tonight.
Welcome to the Patreon.
Night Storm.
Night Storm.
I feel like
I
we- I
brought
feel
that
like-
up because I remembered we went to at least one together.
yeah, we did.
Yeah. I don't remember much of
Max,
it. but-
now I know Salty's got the moves, but did you have the moves when it came to going to the Night Storm?
no, I was always a little too awkward for that shit.
I'm not much of a dancer. That's obvious. People can tell that by looking at me. But you, it's kind of a toss-up.
Me?
So you're not much of a dancer?
I mean, it depends. I feel
looks
like,
like you could be
the,
part of a
the
hip-hop
Night
crew if you
Storm.
really wanted to.
The Night Storm world that I knew of, I wasn't really getting fucked up. If we were getting fucked up, we were trying to hide it. So until I was like actually having a little liquid confidence, I don't think I really was doing
No,
it.
Max,
yeah.
you can't dance.
Max, you can't dance. Verdict's in, dude.
I can dance when I need to.
When I need
I can dance when I wanna.
I can tap my toes
You
if I
can
need
dance
to.
when you wanna.
Max, you're way off, dude.
What do you mean?
Kidding. Just kidding. No, what song were you doing, though? Give me the next
I feel
line.
like I was mouth breathing just
You
now.
don't
Did
know
you
that
guys hear?
song?
No, give me the next line.
You can dance when you wanna. You can
dance
leave
on
your
friends
past behind or some shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Safety dance.
No,
I got you now.
No friend of mine.
I only half got it.
I was gonna fuck with the voices. I kind of forgot that I was gonna look into that.
No, you got to do that improv, man.
Yeah, you gotta improv.
You're on a podcast. You gotta showcase your
Show base.
I
That's
listen-
French.
Show base.
That's French.
my favorite podcast is such a lax
Salty's-
podcast.
Salt
You got any Italian in you?
No.
No.
Am I mouth breathing? I feel like
so.
I'm mouth breathing.
I mean, you can mouth breathe into the mic.
To be honest, every time I hear your guys' breath into the mic, I just imagine the warmth of it on my neck, and I start to feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Oh, no. Oh, Samuel.
Oh, Samuel.
Yeah, you know, so what are we doing? Talking still? You got any good one-liners, Samuel? You got any good stories, Samuel?
I'm just kidding.
Any good stories?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm not really like I don't. You guys know me. I don't really tell a lot
We're
of
sitting
stories.
here. What else is going on in life?
Life.
Well, if we're back to talking to New Year's resolutions, I'll finish
Where?
that off.
yeah.
Where's
never
the
finished.
where's the craziest place you've been since I've talked to you? Like what? Like
Me?
yeah. Like what have you been? Like where you're like I fucking love this place. Tell me about that place.
Well,
Even if it's in Wisconsin, because I don't know much about Wisconsin.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing really.
Like where? Like
Wisconsin-wise.
even with your kid, you must have taken your kid somewhere where you're like, this is a sick spot.
Well, we went to Florida once. We went down to
It doesn't have to be out of here.
Sanibel and whatever down there. That was cool. Like
Was it beachy?
beaches and
Yeah.
middle-aged bitches in bikinis,
Nice.
thongs and whatnot.
I was trying to get some inside scoop on like a nice little local spot.
But I think the funnest I've had recent. So like through my career, I do have to normally I travel about twice a year, and go to these.
What do you do? You don't have to
Basically-
tell who you work for, but just so people know.
I'm an insights consultant, and I guess basically what that really means is I do a lot of market research from various sources, like internal sources, external with studies, and it's a lot of voice of the client or voice of the customer data.
Yeah. Whatever.
that I
It's a
work with,
high up job.
so-
He's crushing it.
And I work with like our corporate commercial space of things. So we do a gambit of different things, but one of the biggest things is the network with that groups, right? So like I do normally have to be, so I say an insights consultant because there's so many aspects to my job. I do project management, I do research studies and lead those. I do a bunch of other things, not only like I stand up programs to help them get quantitative data, and then I
Sure,
also do
sure.
like one-on-one interviews.
I still have
stuff
no
like
idea
that.
what you do, but
Right.
it's fine.
Listen.
I don't wanna talk about
feel
your job.
No, Max. I think the thing that we're all failing to realize is just simply that the cream always rises to the top.
So, anyways,
Are
yeah.
you-
So I'll say I'm a storyteller so say like a business line comes to me with a problem on stuff, or they're trying to resolve something on either being a process, product, or something of that nature. I'm the one that gives the suggestions on, we need to do a market research study in this facet. We also need to do some internal client studies, XYZ here.
Yeah.
Once I compile all that, create a story out of it, I take the data and make a story and put recommendations.
Can you
thinking about the night
get me a
storm.
job?
I've sucked the corporate clitoris, I'll call it, for
I'm joking
15
here, people.
years to do what I do now. So it's
Yeah.
I just
I don't
kept
know.
thinking about the night storm.
I'm so
ads.
hyped that you're even here, man. I love seeing you. I feel like we have to get together more.
yeah. I mean, I would like.
I'm getting a little buzzed. This is my little pyramid. I'm starting to build
yeah,
it.
you are beating me a bit.
Basement
am-
Bash 2025.
That's the thing with,
just forever. Whoever's following along, I'm building the pyramid.
That's the thing with like the family aspect too and dynamic. And I know you have friends that have kids and everything, but at the end of the day, I have a small group of people that I converse with really in the summer. Like I might.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any want or need to go like out and about and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Totally.
And
I
it's
like this,
not
honestly.
not
This is-
against anybody by
is
any
the
means,
vibe.
but like some of the closest people I talk to them like maybe through a Snapchat from putting something stupid on there, or like we meet up maybe once every couple of months, and then we see each other a couple times in the summer because we do camping things together. So like
Yeah.
the rest of the time is my family.
You
Like,
see, yeah, because you're not. You're the other Sam.
The other Sam.
I was gonna say you see Jeremiah, no, and his kids or no?
yeah, so like we do a annual kids camp out with like this group of. It is a pretty fucking trip. A lot of people are like, "You're out of your goddamn mind," but we take a group. We have about, I don't know, it's probably like 5, 6 parent couples. We all kind of got married in the same year, and we all have kids that range in the same age. So like, the oldest is like 14, only one of them, but majority of the rest of them are still in their single digits, like, you know, from anywhere from like 6 months to 8, 9 years old. And we put on, so like last year we had 22 children, I believe, all together in this thing. So we do, the ladies put together like little fucking activities and stuff like that.
That's so fun though.
And then after they go down to bed, then parents will hang around the fire and
You look forward to it?
drink and stuff. Yeah, for the most part, you know, like,
Something
I'm
fun,
kind of
you're
a-
like.
it's just, you know, like,
You
big-
ever out there like,
big
yo, I'm gonna eat
groups.
this 100 milligram. No one's gonna know.
and everybody's cool like that. So like, I just think the biggest thing is there's like a lot of itinerary that goes into stuff. And
Yeah,
like
I feel
I'm way more of like just like
Go
let
with
these
the flow.
fucking kids run around and ride on their bikes and shit and play at the beach till they're fucking starving and bring them back to the camper.
Do
You
you
know,
guys
so like,
ever make s'mores?
oh yeah, I mean it's a nightly tradition.
I like honestly don't really much care for camping, but I'm willing to do it just for some s'mores.
Well,
S'mores sound
we
good.
kind of glamp. I don't call it camping. I mean, we're not in a tent or nothing. I have a camper, you know, the little bunkhouse camper with
Yeah.
a slide out with a dinette and shit. And
My
like,
cousin's all about the fucking
So,
RV.
That
pretty-
sounds all right.
it is nice. It is nice, and like I got speakers, you know, all over the thing where I can just
Salty tunes.
I can crank up the tunes a little bit. do you want?
Yo, distribute those beers a little bit.
Oh, you need another one?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm
Jeez.
good on beers. I'm
Yeah,
good on
he needs
beers.
another
dude.
one,
I've
too.
had too many beers tonight already.
you're
He's
gonna be all right,
passed.
dude. You're gonna be all right. Just
So yeah, so that's
you
pretty fun.
just sip it. You don't have
So I
to
s-
drink it. Just
So I see
sip it.
Jeremiah and his cool little family he's got going on, and then a couple of my other close buddies are in there too, and then we all try to keep our heads on our swivel for
John
the weekend.
is in New York right now going.
And there we go.
That a boy. That a boy. He's keeping up. He's still in the game.
John gets upset if I don't party hard enough.
Yeah, I mean,
He gets upset.
quit being a pussy.
I love you guys. Come on.
Love you too, buddy.
We don't do this very often. I'm very thankful you didn't bail out either.
Yeah, dude.
It would have just been you and me, but we would have got through.
Yeah, I mean, we would have been fine.
I don't know. I don't know though, if there would have been like the. I'm still hung up on the Night Storm clips. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably gonna be going through my mind the next few days. Like I'm gonna be like, finish taking a shit. And I'm gonna turn on the bidet and be like, clean your ass. It's nice.
It's Sud's night at Night Storm. Clean your chode and clean your asshole. Leave your girls at home. Bikini contest at 11 p.m. Strike.
What? Wait. What road was that? It was over. It was.
Yo, listen up. Here's a story. That's the type of songs we would listen to back
I
then.
can't handle it, dude. I can't fucking
That or
handle
this,
it right now.
what Cisco's thong song would be playing in
Dude,
the
okay,
background.
no. A lot of people bring up the thong song, but do you remember? And actually, Salty, I feel like you'd be a guy who would know this.
Might.
Do you remember Cisco's real hit, "Unleash the Dragon"?
Oh yeah.
I don't think you really wanna unleash the dragon.
I used to listen to that album from
Dude,
front
it was
to back.
so good, dude.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
so good.
Oh, here's a good question. What's the first artist that you fell in love with that you'd like listen to their songs over and over? That's a good one. That's a fun one. When you were a kid.
I don't know.
Like I'm thinking like when you got your first, your
The
own
first
little
boy
personal
band was
boom
probably
box.
like, I don't know, because a lot of music hit me at the same time. I feel like I was really into Blink-182, which is really cheesy to say, but I
No,
was.
but that's the right time.
I was, and then,
I
but then,
never thought
but then,
alone.
Dre,
the loudest. Who would've
I just talked to Supon about this because he was like talking about how he had everybody pick like a song and like make this thing, and I was like, yeah, I did it to Blink-182's Adam song. It's like the darkest song, like. Oh God, it's so funny.
You'll be sorry when
I'm gone. No, I can't stand
No,
that
I
shit
like
now.
Blink-182 though. I listened to Adam's.
But also the Chronic came out. Like I got into Dr. Dre at the same time, so like that was kind of my intro to rap.
Gotcha.
And then
Interesting.
Dude, the
rap took over
Beastie Boys.
for me.
Beastie Boys was your first.
Yeah, I got their anthology came out in 1999. I was in the 4th grade.
I'm good on
And
that.
that Christmas, I'm good too. That Christmas, I got a Discman and the Beastie Boys anthology, which is like all their greatest hits over the years, and it was just like 42 of the greatest tracks I'd ever heard in my life.
Beastie Boys are pretty dope too. I like them.
I mean, they're
more like
silly, but they're still fun, you know?
You'll be surprised about mine. Mine was the fucking Wallflowers One
Nice.
Headlight album.
Yeah, great song.
Oh man,
Great
I
album.
listened to like the whole album over and over again. But I was a very musically diverse child growing up. My mom would listen to like 80s hip hop and then throw on fucking George Clinton and the Funkadelics and stuff.
Who's the first artist that like you comes to your mind?
Well, like I remember like vivid memory of like the first music, like you get done with school and you just want to go to your room or whatever, right? And like just listen to music and stuff. I would do that from time to time.
Yeah.
And like I had my own little boombox and my little CD 5-disc CD changer. And the first album that I ever bought was that Wallflowers album, and I'd listen to that whole thing from front to back before I'd even go talk to anybody for the night.
That's a good album.
It is a
Well,
good
it's-
album. It's a really good album.
You said Wallflowers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
I saw them at Rockfest like
You kind of look like the
15
County
years
Crows
ago.
guy now.
Dude, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said this, and I was like,
He's a light skinned
Yeah.
guy with the dreads.
Yeah,
I wonder
thanks,
what he looks
man. I
like.
don't-
You
I
don't
don't
look
even
anything
fucking know who that is.
You don't look anything like the dude.
Oh, I think he has a big schnoz.
You look like Macho Man Randy Savage. That's who you look like.
Here's what's gonna happen.
It's funny because I've known you through that. Have you ever cut him? You never cut him?
No,
You
I
must-
haven't.
you
I've
never-
had him. I have a joke that my wife doesn't really like, but I'll say it here
How
for
long
the
are
grace of
they?
this.
How just for the audience? How long are they now?
They're at my waist.
Can you show the people?
Oh, I got to stand up and shit then.
Dude.
Are you
make him
scared
do
to
that,
do it? Just
Max.
do it. Come on, do it.
All right, let me take
Come on.
these off.
I'll dig up the photo of you when you barely had dreads.
All right, am I still in frame?
Yeah, you're in frame. Just
Oh my god.
damn. Look at
the main
dude.
out.
They're actually
just-
they're so sick,
You want me to just
dude.
lay him down? I'll just lay
Yeah,
him down
dude.
for a
Yeah,
while.
lay him down for a bit, dude.
What's
Let's
up?
go.
What's up? Fucking lying to Mount Zion.
I actually
Here.
love this too, dude. This is sick,
Mount
dude.
Zion.
Yeah.
That rhymes, dude. That's fine.
Fuck yeah. What were we
You-
just talking about?
It was crazy though, like having Supon in here, dude. Man, it really was because I don't
How
know.
old is that man now?
He's 76.
Damn.
I know. His dad was born in 1896 is what it was.
Jesus
was still
Christ.
in the 1800s.
That's
wild.
old.
Yeah,
fucking
something like that. I'm pretty sure the first time I was quoting on the podcast, I was wrong.
That's wild.
By
dude.
10 years or some shit. But
Max, that's wild, dude.
I thought it was pretty wild. But listening to him talk, because he's been in Eau Claire for 50 years. It's like, dude, when he was talking about like what it used to be here, he's like, when I moved here, like your parents, that whole area by your parents' house, he's like, it was a sand pit. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like my grandma used to tell me stories like, like the west side, kind of over by DeLong Middle School, like Sherman Creek.
Yeah.
She used to tell me stories about taking her horse out of her backyard off of 7th Street, like off of that main Vine Street hill, riding her horse all the way to Sherman Creek, and it was all like open field and creek bottom back there, like way back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, like That's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, it's growing.
I mean,
it's
hell,
still
if you-
not,
if
it's
you-
still, there's still not that many people here.
There's not a lot,
nice
but
little
it's
circle.
changed a lot. It's definitely changed.
Yeah,
I think that's why I want to get farther and farther
The problem
out
is
of it.
that what's changed about here is changed everywhere, which is crazy. But like we're more connected to everything now. Like you can do a lot. Like you can live here now and totally have this whole other connection to like out there than you ever could have
Yeah.
before. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I met like I interviewed a kid on my 3rd episode who's got like 3 million TikTok followers, and he just decided to move back here. He's from Chippewa, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's cheaper. I want to be closer to home, and like I can make this shit here, and like, or go travel and come back, and like, it's just crazy how like, because when we started, man, I remember we did photo classes together and shit, like. The digital camera was like, dude, there was no cell phone camera.
No.
Like that's crazy. Like the fact that we were like that's when we came up. Like before like
when it
right
was starting.
right when it was all just starting. Like
Yeah.
it's just so crazy.
Snake, dude. Snake and Snake 2 on my fucking Nokia, bro.
Yeah.
That was my game.
Do you remember the dark room in Supons? You gotta tell me a good dark room Supon.
Dark
memory. You
rooms?
got any Supon memories?
I do. It's not a good one, but
And then I want to hear your best Brian Parrish memory.
Brian Parrish memory. Oh boy. Let's see. I got multiple things to think of.
Shout out Brian Parrish.
Dark room story. I mean, the funniest story is that.
If you don't know
Supon-
Brian
so-
Parrish, fuck you.
So Supon, him and I understood each other, but he definitely didn't like. I've always had a problem with authority figures, right? Since like a young.
Oh yeah, you
age.
guys. I guess you guys kind of were a little combative. But
Yeah,
then
we were pretty
I feel like
combative.
you guys found love in the end, didn't you?
Well, I was pretty good at doing photos, and like I would spend all my extra time doing it. So I think that's what he gave me the benefit of the doubt for, that I like. What are you trying to fucking do,
One of these ways. I gotta piss real
Where are you going?
dude?
real bad.
If
You
you
guys
gotta
see this
pee,
shit?
pee into this.
Dude, let me out that way, Max.
I'm not scooting anywhere. I don't got a rolly
No,
chair.
You're fine.
And break.
No, you're fine. We don't have to break.
Oh, beer down.
No,
Party
no,
foul.
we have to break,
Oh god,
Max.
that's a break. That's a break.
Sorry, dude. I feel like I'm gonna piss my pants.
We don't have to break.
These
Keep it
children,
running.
fucking amateurs.
Salty, keep it running, dude.
What was I? Oh yeah, Supon.
Can you just grab a paper towel?
Yeah, I'll grab a paper towel.
Nothing ever weird happened in the dark room, but I got accused. Well, Supon thought I was
No, we don't have to
messing
go there.
around. Thought I was messing around back at the day with girlies back there.
Left. Which you
And
were.
no, I wasn't. No,
You never were? You
Never.
never had some girl back there you were finger blasting her just like fucking Spider-Man?
never
Just
ever. Never, ever. No, I didn't do nothing like that. But Supon kind of had it out. I just remember Supon kind of had it out for me for a couple times.
You think he was racist?
I mean, I don't know.
Or do you think you were wild?
I just think I was a combative youth, I guess. I don't know.
Would you do a podcast with him?
With the soup?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have a lot to talk to him about outside of photography, I guess. But
Just life.
I'm not that fucking interesting, I guess.
Fuck it, dude. You're so fun, dude. You gotta turn that whole idea off because you're so fun, dude.
I mean,
I'm
don't
having
know.
so much fun with you on this.
I'm just a fucking
I knew
guy.
that like getting you on this and you start hearing your voice, you would get into this. Cause dude, bro, just so you know, I live in Wisconsin now. I've been here for like 2 fucking years now. Like we should hang out more.
I know, dude. We should.
We should. I know.
I'll-
Or even if we only hang out and podcast, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't commit for anything more than once every 2 months.
That's fine. That's fine. You can
I laugh
you can
about
be a
it, but-
feature in my world.
It's
know
real.
what I mean?
It's a real story. Like I coach some of my kids shit, and
You can
I
be
don't know.
you can just be a feature in my world. I'm trying to build a world like in this world.
I'm trying to build a world within this world. Nightstorm.
I was just gonna do that. Let me in there.
this world,
A comedy podcast, man. Before you know it, it's
there are
making
no
money.
rules. Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing
Dude, you gotta crawl under,
my comedy
dog.
my comedic effect will dry out eventually.
What is this?
'cause,
This is what you get me?
He actually halfway cleaned it up for
Are
me.
you alright? Are you wasted?
No, dude, you the one who took the beer over. I didn't do that. Fuck, dude. Night Storm.
I tipped the beer?
Night Storm.
I think that was your fault.
Fucking Night Storm. Yeah, so like, fucking, that's funny because clubs nowadays, like, I think the wildest thing that I've done over the last 10 years is go to fucking the cities for the 90s hip hop comeback tour where it was like Ashanti and Ja Rule and Nelly and shit. Like Megan and I are sitting in the US Bank booths that they have there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All those VIP booths that because US Bank, it's the US Bank Stadium.
Yeah.
So that one.
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, fuck the Vikings.
Love them. Love them. We love the Vikings on this podcast.
But we went
Fuck the Viking.
Yeah. We went to the US Bank Stadium, saw Ashanti and Ja
Just kidding.
Rule and all them. And then yeah, there we go.
Take that from me.
And it was wild. But they had like Ja Rule sucked. Ashanti sucked, but they had
Just give me the Yo, Ja
T.I.
Rule.
was there.
How about 50 Cent just fucking
T.I. was there.
dominating Ja Rule for the last fucking 25 fucking years?
Nelly was like probably the best show I've seen.
Dude, Nelly sounds dope.
Dude, Nelly fucking hyped up that whole place.
Remember the song "Whatever You'd Like" by T.I.?
You
Like
can have whatever you
that song
like.
just like reminds me of house parties from like
That's
18
Trav
to 22.
Dango's theme song. Travis Marcotte. R.I.P. bro. R.I.P. That
He's
was
not
his
dead.
theme.
He's
All right,
alive. I
he's
love
dead to
Travis,
me.
you're probably listening to this. I love you, bro.
He didn't make it out tonight.
He's not dead, dude.
He wasn't at Night
I love him,
Storm.
dude. He's crushing it, dude. I love him right now.
Yeah, it's funny when that set of neighbors that moved in because I truly feel like when the kid's name's Colton that lives next door to me that Travis
he's a nice
is friends
kid.
with
He's
and
a nice
everything.
kid.
You've met him
Yeah,
before?
he's a nice kid.
Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Built
He's got
like a brick shit house.
little shit brick house and he's got his head on his shoulders.
shit.
So like but he would throw like little house parties and shit, you know, and I got 2-year-olds sleeping and I'm like stick my head out the window, you know, like, you know, it's about 8:30. It's a little loud back here for my kiddos to sleep. But the funny thing is I'd end up going over there playing beer pong and shit. I felt like that movie Neighbors where that couple has, you know, a kid and then they have like a frat house that
you were
moves in
Zac
next
Efron.
door.
Yeah,
I
You were
was,
Zac Efron.
yeah, for sure. No, I wasn't Zac Efron.
Oh, that's
Colton
right.
was Zac Efron.
That's how I am in
And
this
I was,
neighborhood. I literally, for the first time ever, I had someone knock on my door and go, "Yo, we were walking with my 13-year-old daughter, and she said, look, they're shooting inappropriate photos." And I was like shooting some girl like right here, but it wasn't bad. It was
Was
like
it in the front
I was
yard?
like I'm like they weren't inappropriate. I was like
I'm a photographer, bitch.
She's like, "Don't you have blinds?" And I like,
Max.
I don't.
"No, I don't have blinds."
And besides, I need the natural lighting, so step the fuck off.
Max looked her dead in the eye and said, "Listen, her butthole is bleached. You're not gonna see anything cleaner."
Listen, these are shots for the new Night Storm ad.
No, that is not what I said.
It's gonna be Suds night.
It
next
wasn't
week.
bad.
All right.
It was just crazy. I was
Back
like, "Stop
off.
looking at my windows."
Free Doritos. I can't even. Free Doritos Locos Taco.
With a Baja Blast.
I'm gonna seriously clip your voice and just add it to the board. I can just pull it up whenever I want. Just
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
Night Storm.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know.
What's
like,
another? Wait, you got a few. Can you do impressions?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or no?
It all depends on what you're trying to get into, I guess.
I wasn't sure if you were. Like,
Well, you know, I have a
like
couple
that.
things that I normally do. You know, so there's this is my actual normal voice.
Oh yeah.
Surprised you didn't know that, but yeah, you know, we just we do a lot of this and a little bit of that, and by golly, then there's a couple beers involved, and we're right here. So I mean that's a thing. That's a thing, and then I'm one of those. I'm a sucker for those people that do have accents, because then I'll start like talking like them just to be kind of like a douche. But I want to see like if I can do it. Like my neighbor's my neighbor's daughter moved out to Montana and married this bumpkin mountain man, from out there.
Mountain man.
They named their child River. You know what I mean? And
Really? Did they really name
yeah,
it River?
Fucking River.
The next one's gonna be named Stick.
Probably River and Stream or
Stick
something
wasn't
like
as smart.
No, probably Sky. I'd say Sky.
Sky. Big Sky.
Well,
He's a big boy.
the river and the sky's always been in my heart. So
That was some fucking wisdom.
I can kind of get a little hick, a little bit, but I do that sort of shit all the time. You know what I mean? I mean, I've been, if you can't recall, I used to work operations types of. Thank you for calling. My name's so and so. How can I help you? You know what I mean? So I've heard every twang, every twiddle, every little non-American voice you could ever think of. You know what I mean? So
You're good at them.
He's
Yeah.
got some range.
I used to sell. Yeah, so back in the day, I actually used to sell people shit with a voice like this. So I'd be like, "Hey, you know what, Toots? It's hey, I see something that's gonna be good for you and it's gonna be good for me. So why don't we just go ahead and get this thing handled? You know what I mean?
Hey, we got a couple of options. You either leave it here in a body bag or leave it here in a stretcher, okay?
What's your choice?
What about option 3? You and me get a stick of provolone and talk about it.
Yeah, we could talk about it. Maybe you can invite those girls for a little, for a roofie colada and some naked twister later too. You know?
Bleach the butthole.
Hey, bleach 'em. Hey, you with the shoes. Yeah, I'm talking to you. What's that smell like?
What does that smell like, he asks.
Oh my god.
I wanna know.
Show me your moves.
Show me your moves. R.I.P. John Robbie.
R.I.P.
I wish
Snake Eyes and
John had
Robot.
made it,
He
man.
didn't go to Night Storm.
No, he didn't.
He never
He
made
was the storm.
Try
the
this.
storm of the night. The night storm.
Yeah, so just a bunch of
Should I
bros
shoot it?
reminiscing
Yeah,
over dumb
shoot
shit.
it.
You
I'll just do another one.
whiskey drinkers, I tell you.
I won't lie, it's got a
You
little...
want one? No.
Fuck no.
You gotta drive
No,
home.
well, I drive.
How far away do you live
About
from me? Can you guys hear this from me
as
right
much
now?
as much as the crow flies, probably about mile and a half. The way the crow flies. Yeah.
Salty, so a story that I think...
Whoa, coming in hot.
Wait, what were you saying? How far away?
About a mile and a half as far as the crow flies.
A mile and a half from here?
No, I'm totally. I live in.
It's probably like a 5-8 minute ride.
I live in the 50729, bro.
I don't know where that is.
Yo, Salty just got real.
I don't know. Something about Salty.
Something about
also,
me.
something about Salty is creating static
too
tonight.
much
I'm not sure what
I
it
feel like
is.
it's me.
Too much backlash coming.
backlash.
I got too much energy pouring out of my source.
It turns out Salty is actually a Fed.
yeah.
He's got the wire on him, and he just keeps going.
Maximilian Antoine Frederick Menaker III.
You have 2 middle names, Max?
Keep talking about your past.
What else did you do?
I do have 2 middle names.
Do you mind if I just put my penis through this little hole?
I do mind.
Fudge.
Sick. You guys want to take a cigarette break?
Oh, I love cigarettes. Yeah.
A quick little cig break?
Yeah.
We're actually 2 hours and 14 minutes in.
Are we already? Time flies when you're having fun.
I know.
Jeez.
Guys,
Jeez.
we are going to take a quick cigarette break. We got to go.
All right, tell
Bye.
your folks I says hey, okay?
Let's go. It's fully recording.
Even if like I was saying earlier, I hang out with my best friends a lot, me, myself, and I, in like the garage and shit. Wife loves it when I do that. Like,
Anybody want an idea? Like a
Oh no,
No.
dude, I'm American, man. I don't drink that
I don't
shit.
drink stuff like that. Yeah. All day IPA. I like the name. That's a cool name.
Yeah,
All
do you
Day
want to go
IPA.
golfing after this? What? Fuck you and your IPA.
Yeah, let's go to the country club after this, and we'll get
Yeah.
a grilled cheese.
Yeah, let's take a volunteer day for work. Go to a golf outing.
Hey,
They were left
Max.
over in my fridge.
Max, why did you go get a handful of glasses?
I ain't drinking that shit, dude.
He already. Salt Dog said no, dog.
Nope, I ain't taking no whiskey. I ain't taking no IPA. I know when to say no.
There's like nothing left.
Salt
but that's-
Dog's off the liquor, dude.
I don't do the liquor.
I don't do the liquor either, dude. I'm not doing that.
You're pouring out for your friend Casper the
These
ghost.
guys act like there's anything left in this bottle. They're fucking just straight up scared.
Dude, you gotta understand, like, I don't really partake in alcohol anymore. In fact,
Guys, what time is it?
last
Can
time
someone tell me what time it is right now?
About 9 p.m.
What time is it right now?
About 9
somebody farted. But
It's
that's what fucking time it
who
is.
farted?
It wasn't me.
It
Dude.
definitely wasn't me, dude. It's 9 on
It
the
was
dot,
you,
dude.
dude.
Told you.
He didn't wash his asshole for night strike.
It's 9 on the dot.
A clean asshole doesn't smell that bad.
So you're saying that Salty doesn't want one?
No, I don't want one of those. No, I don't do that.
That
shit.
means there's 2 left. One for you, one for me.
Switch though. Trade. Trade these.
Tradesies.
Okay.
Of course, he'd poison my drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Fucking Elkies.
Gin Rabbit.
One of these days, I want to get microphones where I don't need headphones. We'll just talk.
I kind of actually like the headphone vibe.
It locks you in, right?
Because I'm a very like Spinal Tap 11 volume guy anyways. You know what I'm talking about, Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
You seen that movie?
Yeah.
You know, they have the knob that goes up to 10 and we just put an 11 on there.
Yeah.
All
I'm
ramps
that
go up
guy.
to 11.
I'm pretty turned
So this,
I'm a loud guy myself.
you're Yeah, like-
turned down.
we just have those voices, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, they are
commanding.
They cut through, and we're loud. We're loud people anyway.
yep. So,
But I feel like that's because we have a lot to say.
I mean,
Tell me something.
tell me something we didn't know. We got plenty to say.
What do you believe in now? What do you think happened 12,000 years ago when the
He's cheersing his
when the
mic
comet
over
hit
here.
the North American ice cap?
Dude,
Do you guys ever think about that shit? You ever go back like that?
that shit was wild.
Do you guys ever look up into the sky and see the universe and go, "What the fuck?"
I thought about getting a telescope. I feel like that'd be a fun thing to invest a little bit of money in.
Yeah, I asked for one for
Actually,
a Christmas present one year.
That'd be cool for you to get now with your land, dude.
Yeah, well, I have one, but I don't know how to fucking work it.
What do you mean? what do you mean?
Like, that's a pretty fucking I didn't
Did
get
you
the
throw away
beginner.
the instructions?
I threw away the instructions. It has like 6 different like things to go onto it to see different,
Yeah.
zooms and whatnot. And I did not get the beginner edition of fucking telescope.
Like, does it have different lenses? Like, as far as like a
Well, like you set it up and then you have a lens over here, but the refractor thing is in the back, and like all this shit is just
it's wild.
kind of complicated with how much reflecting of
Maybe you
light
need
goes
to get like a
into play.
YouTube video going on it or something. That would be a cool time though, dude.
Yeah, it would be super fun. I want to do some habitat management out there. So like I have
What kind of habitat are you trying to manage?
Here's a cool fucking story. So like with buying that land, did you know that you can reach out to the DNR? Like they have a thing online where you can find a forester, a DNR forestry guy
Yeah.
that's in your county or whatever. And they'll come, as long as you have 5 acres or more, they'll come and walk your woods with you and it's completely free, right?
Do you want that?
I did walk out with just a couple weeks ago, and it was so awesomely educational. Like there's different types of species of woods timber that I have in there that I didn't know of. Like my timber is about like 80 to 120 years old on average for what I have for like the type of timber and stuff. And it was just super, super cool to understand like what's beneficial for the wildlife and then what isn't. So yeah, my next biggest goal on that, talking about the 40, is I want to do like a selective cut because, I plan to have this, my kids to inherit this land
Yeah.
down the road and split it between them. And I just want to make it healthy out there for them and whatnot. So
You should pre-plan the divide.
yeah, I think, but I'm just
draw
gonna
a line down the middle of it.
what I'm
And
gonna,
then
what I'm
your
gonna
favorite
do,
kid, you should make that side better.
That's the thing. You can't have a favorite kid with twins. Like you love them both for their own things.
Hey, yes, you can.
No, you can't. It's hard to do that. Like,
Just kidding.
it's super hard. But to be real, like,
What if one?
investment-wise
What if
for
one
them,
just turns out to be a real asshole?
well, if one turns out to be a piece of shit, then like, yeah, you ain't getting nothing.
Salt Dog don't play that
I don't
game.
fucking play that. There ain't no free ride to life here. So, like, yeah, that's for
this.
sure. But
Take
what
this
I'm
from
going to
me.
do is put it into
for the boys, for the
a
dogs.
living trust. Anybody out there that's invested in land and is going to send that for inheritance, set it up as a living trust so that they don't get taxed the shit out of it because the orange man is trying to do it in different ways. So
True,
that's all I got to say about
True.
that motherfucker.
guys. Guys, we'll be right back. Guys, welcome back to the podcast. If you made it this fucking deep, thank you
You're
so
in
much.
it. You're in it.
Thank you.
Go ahead and hit subscribe.
Also,
below,
take it.
all
Hey,
right?
if
if
you're-
you want to hear some more Nightstorm
If
and
you're
talking about bleaching buttholes,
If you-
make sure you subscribe below.
if you're this YouTube, please take a drink.
John Robbie.
Please take a drink. If you're not drinking by now,
If
you
you've
should
got a
do.
clean asshole and a good attitude, I can't even do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If you got a clean asshole,
that
and
is a
great
different
attitude,
beer.
come on down to Nightstorm.
I only went to Nightstorm once, just so everybody knows. I was professional.
Dude, I was a weekly.
Proficient.
I was a-
whatever it is.
I was a- I was a
Proficient.
habitual stormer.
Salty had a punch card.
5 visits, get 1 free.
God damn, that's so funny.
Oh man. Yeah, enough about Nightstorm.
Yeah, dude. That's just not even funny.
So talking about the now, speaking of Nightstorm, are you planning on going to your class reunion?
I think it'd be fun, but if I go, I think we should do a live stream of this actual podcast there.
Dude, I
That'd be fun as hell.
couldn't show face, I don't think. I have no
Why
interest
not?
in it.
Well, dude, just wear the sunglasses.
Salty.
Well,
Salty,
if you
you
th- if
couldn't.
you think
You
about
couldn't get there. You couldn't go there and do a live stream and be like, "We're doing a live stream for a podcast."
Yeah, like I mean, I
We'll
would
be
sit
out.
there and make like I don't know. Our class had a lot of douchebags in it. Sorry for any of them that are randomly popping in like, oh, this fucking asshole.
they're not.
They're probably reminiscing about Nightstorm.
Yeah, they're probably doing
They're
something,
probably bleaching their buttholes, getting ready.
getting ready for it. But
We
I don't
could.
know. Like
the
the way
thing
I
is,
think about it.
it's all about like how you go into things, right? Like if we decided like, fuck, we're gonna go into it, and we're gonna take over it and just do our thing, that'd be fun. Otherwise, it's like, fuck it, let's not even go.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I feel that anybody in that age range, I mean, not even just our graduating class, but the couple classes closer to it or whatever. Like I converse and stay in touch with the ones that I've wanted to anyways. So like I put enough fucking fake face and camaraderie in my day shift
Yeah.
to have to go to a fucking, I'm going to hang out with 3 people that I like.
This is what's wrong.
And then the rest of it is going to be like, oh, hey, how you been? It's like, hey, I really don't
sometimes
care.
that's
Like,
fun,
fuck
though.
off.
Sometimes that's fun.
I don't know. I become a cynical son of a bitch over my old
I'd
age.
rather, you've been to my parties. I'd rather just throw a party.
Right, like, fuck.
Basement Bash 2025.
I got my own parties.
Dude, I feel like we could have a basement.
Saltness Swamp Party 2026.
Swamp.
Suds.
Wait, we need. Okay, I was about to say we need to wait.
Calendar coming 2025
your
by Angles
assholes.
by M.
Well, I was worried that we had to wait till 2026, but when I realized there were suds involved, I get why you need the year.
Yeah.
You got to figure out a sud system.
I gotta, yeah.
Those things aren't cheap.
They ain't cheap, and like
They ain't giving them away.
they ain't giving them away, and I ain't about to run electricity in there either.
Oh,
so
fucking A, dude.
like, I just want a couple I want an A-frame cabin, and a couple goddamn chickens, and a couple of fainting goats, and a
Couple of suds coops, you know.
couple of sud scoops, and call it good.
I would love to show you some ideas around small structures that look really cost effective.
Dude,
I would
I've wasted so
I-
much time Google searching different ways to make an off-grid cabin in a cheap,
Really?
nice, fun way.
I have some ideas. I would even be down to like invest maybe in one of them and like film the whole process.
I always thought it would be cool to like do. There's people and families that do like transformation YouTube channels, and will create little channels or whatever on
Yeah.
things. I thought it'd be cool to make it like a Saltness Outdoors channel,
Yeah,
something
dude.
like
Well,
that
hey.
with me and my boys, because like they go turkey hunting with me and stuff. And like last year they were with me when I shot a really good long beard. We called it in and everything, like off the damn outdoor channel type of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Depends, you're in a world where like if you can build that community around like what you're doing, then you don't have to like be subservient to other outlets. So it's like if I can just keep going over the next like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months and like double that, then over the next 2, 3 years, maybe even triple for who knows where it goes. Like if you can get to that point, then you don't have to like work for someone. Like fuck, that's what I'm really after now.
that's a good point, because I'm like getting to a point success-wise where it's like I feel comfortable to try to like take a risk at one point on like, I work for the fucking man. I've never liked the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like,
Shout out to the man though, if you're listening.
shout out
if
for
you're
the man for allowing me to have the flexibility that I do to do the things that I want to do. But you just got to find like that, that niche down the road. And I've thought of like YouTubing and stuff like that. Like for a while I had like a public reel channel for a couple years, a few years back, and I was getting like 25 3K view hits like every
go.
time.
You use,
and
you use Snapchat a lot more though. Right?
Yeah, it was building more and more.
What's the biggest platform you use right now?
I'm only on two, the book and the Snapchat.
I know that I can get on Snapchat right now, and I can pin you down because
Yeah.
you
I
have
keep
your
my-
location out.
I keep my
Hey.
location out for my peeps.
So-
I don't like that. but
Why are we not friends on Snapchat, dude?
I don't know.
Bogus.
I randomly see one saying a friend suggestion. It looks like Sam Robbie, and I'm
Dude,
like,
I'm-
is it Sam Robbie though?
Dude, I'm gonna fix this.
Oh.
I feel
Yeah,
like
make
I feel
this
like this
happen
is
right now,
crazy.
dude.
Like,
Because
Yeah.
I always wanted to do like a content piece around like me flying in and just trying to locate you without calling you.
That would be pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna track down one of my besties and not let him know that I know where he's at.
I'm gonna be like, this is why you shouldn't do this.
is he always sharing his location on
Yeah,
Snap?
well,
Oh,
to my
for
friends,
real?
I am. Yeah,
Dude, well,
For me, I can find where he's at, like pretty much to the dot.
I'll fucking tell anybody that's trying to look for me.
You
Come.
can just you
Come
can
with
keep
it, man.
zooming in and you
I'll
can
be-
like,
I'll be on
he's
my
in the-
stoop,
he's at
motherfucker.
that house.
You
dude.
like, come with it. we
my
stay
God.
strapped around this song.
my
Fuck
God.
around, find out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
or how about me and you get a stick of provolone
Yeah.
and talk about it?
Hey, you come in correct. You better be showing up with some fucking provolone.
and
That's
some
all I gotta
respect.
say. Some provolone and some respect, and you'll be okay. Other than that, you're getting introduced to Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Yeah, she doesn't like no feedback, so she'll clap back pretty quick.
That's so funny. You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
And we're back.
And we're back. So what is your guys' views on fucking I guess, like, I don't know, like, who are you guys now?
What do you mean?
Like,
I
don't
was
know.
gonna say, what do you have any questions for me? Like what my life's been like?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like,
I feel like
I was gonna ask a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but
I don't know. I'm just wondering, like, to keep it going, because I haven't explained everything about my life either on this podcast yet. This is honestly what is it, 11?
Yeah, I just think it's.
Oh no, this is 12, number 12 podcast.
I think the coolest thing, like, one, not to like derail where we were going with this, but I think it's cool. Like, here's a prime example of three dudes that don't hang out every day and can go years without talking to one another, and it'll pick it right back up to where it's at. So, like, if you got people like that in your life, keep them around, because those are those day ones for sure. The other thing is just like, I didn't want to get serious on stuff either, though. But there's
Sometimes you gotta.
Like,
That's fun.
what's
It's
your
nice.
what's,
Why do you think they are subscribing to my Patreon?
what is your take on the turn of events that we've been seeing recently? What do you like? Where's your mind at with where shit's going on politically and just on the world in general?
I feel like I love America and I just want to make money, and I don't know.
Yeah. How do you like the Orange Man? Are you pro orange or pro not orange?
I'm pretty pro what Trump's doing right now. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're not?
All right.
I mean, there's
well-
certain things I'm not down with, but I'm pretty pro with the last few months. I guess it's not even been a few months. It's like the last few weeks.
It's been 2 weeks of fucking hell.
No, I'm not down with that. I totally think that things are actually going good.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know where my take is on it.
I don't like talking politics. I'd rather.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's just kind of. It's a thing though now. Like there's gonna be some major changes happening.
We are
world,
definitely.
You know
We
I mean?
are
We're at a
2
transition
hours
time
and 34 minutes in. So this is
with
definitely
a few brews.
This is deep in the Patreon.
Yeah, this is getting deep with it. Here's my take. I didn't vote. All right, I didn't cast a vote because I didn't like either of the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right. So like, I mean, Kamala Harris used to be the one that was trying to say, no, we're going to keep these weed heads in fucking jail because she's a Supreme Court advisor or head of the Supreme Court, and it's a money game. Everything's a money game. So like, I didn't like her. I definitely didn't like the Orange Man. But my last round, I voted blue just to keep the Orange Man out again. And I think that was a stupid-ass mistake, too, for most of us. We should have just let that tyrant do his 8 years, in my opinion.
I think
and then we wouldn't be here where we're
that
at.
there is a Trump mind virus.
I fucking hate Trump. Like, why? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's
I'm just
good.
kidding,
But I'm more anti-government than ever, and I want to say that I think that
I don't know.
I'm not.
I think we should cut all of this out, and I think we should pull into a different direction.
All right, fine.
Unless you
had a
want
couple
to argue with me.
No, I'm not trying to argue about anything. I was just going to say that I think like our whole society is like things are raveling in a weird way. You know what I mean? Like we're more separated than ever, and it scares the shit out of me because like you can't be in the middle even if you wanted to.
I don't
anymore.
think so.
You know what I mean?
I think that's an illusion, though. I think people are trapped in these little echo chambers where they only look at certain sources from certain places, so they're only getting certain opinions, and it's not necessarily like the general consensus.
That's a good point, but you're also talking to a dude that does market research for a living, so I'm a holistic thinker across the board.
I also do a
everything.
lot of market
So it's like
stuff. I mean, it depends what market you're looking at, but
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you're looking at the market.
The market in general.
Yeah.
I just don't like.
You don't think it's gonna get better with Daddy Trump?
What I think is a really easy thing to say as somebody with a very simple understanding is that basically what I see happening right now is that you have the whole tariff thing going on, right? Mm-hmm. And he suspended the tariffs on Mexico and Canada for 30 days because
Yo, didn't they all kind of bend over by now? Though?
no, that's where you're wrong, and let me explain.
I don't want to
So-
talk politics. Fuck, I'm not an educated man. Like I'm not
Well,
trying
I know
to be
it
like.
sucks when you bring education into it when you don't understand it. I know.
Sorry, just so you know, I am like the left wing media, and I control this.
No, I know. You're fine. I'm not. It's. I guess all I'm saying is that it's okay, and
I mean, we'll get through it.
we'll get through it.
We'll get through it.
But you
There's
guys, hey, just so you know, can you look at me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys have known me my whole life. Like I love you guys.
Right.
I don't think it matters about that shit. I just want to see all of us thrive. Whatever. If I'm wrong, you're wrong. We shouldn't be pitting ourselves against each other.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to say that one is right over the other. Everybody's going to
Sorry.
have their own bias and personal thought about it. A couple things that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was like trying to abolish the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion acts that major corporations have put into play for years and years.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of down.
I didn't think that was cool because, I'm a man of mixed race. At the end of the day, I could cut my dreads and I could look like the stereotypical white dude out here, but I'm a dreadhead that makes fucking bank,
Yeah.
and I do a role that most people in my genre wouldn't be able to be even considered for unless I had that diversity, equity, inclusion.
I don't think that's
know what I'm
true,
saying?
actually.
I mean, you don't, but I mean, yeah, that's all
No,
you
I
gotta think about it.
I think merit-based society is much better off. I think it doesn't matter. It's like Martin Luther King said. Like it's not about the color of your skin, but the content of your character. It's like how good are you?
Right, but I'm also saying without diversity, equity, inclusion being brought holistically to senior leadership, just a person that has tattoos wouldn't be considered for a role.
Yeah.
A person that has
Yeah,
piercings
but
wouldn't be
I
considered
mean,
for something.
I honestly, I think that's like,
What it's about?
bro, that shit's so far fucking gone. Like
because of the Diversity, Equity, Inclusion Act,
Yeah,
and then
you
Trump
can't-
is trying to remove it.
You
I
can't roll
don't
it-
know.
You can't roll it back.
No one gives a fuck if you have tattoos, dude. They're trying to roll back like
I don't
other
know.
shit.
Try to
dude.
go to corporate America with tattoos and see how easy it is to get in. That's all
Well,
I gotta
I'm
say.
not. I don't know. I think there's other economies that can be had where you don't have to be a slave to the man.
Well, but then you're also still a slave at the man. Even if you're trying to be like a sole proprietor or an LLC on stuff, you're still paying a bank to lend you the money that's getting taxed by the fucking Fed.
I mean,
know?
it just
So,
depends how hard you hit, right?
Yeah, but they don't let you hit because they take everything from you. Like I don't know. Where
Well,
it's
I
like
think
that
I think
was-
that's kind of what they're trying to dive into right now, man. They're trying to give more. They're trying to kill income tax. They're trying to kill fucking. I think that this could be good, actually.
We'll see.
We'll see. Like only time will tell.
Yep.
But
Different schools of thought.
it's just weird,
different,
like
different incomes, outcomes.
it just sucks how society's gotten because you'll have like
Let me ask you
close
this.
friends and
If-
family that are one way and the
At-
other. And
at
then
what- because
Civil
we're-
War. You
I'll-
think about a civil war.
No, I would never
Like-
fight you guys, dude. What are you trying to say?
I mean, nobody's ever says they would, right? But when it comes down to brass tacks,
But don't you think we can get to a point where like you and like where we agree, or no?
I mean, we could.
I'm
as
talking about us.
normal people.
Yeah.
You're
you
wait,
could.
you're trying
I
to
think-
wait, you're trying
but-
to kill me?
But power wise,
No, there's two different layers. Is what he's trying to talk about. Is that like one layer is like you as normal people, and then the other layer is like the two parties at large. Mm-hmm. And basically, what it really comes down to is that normal people actually have more in common than they realize. But the two parties at large are pitted against each other so hard that it drives it apart even further.
Yeah.
The reality of it is that the best choice for most people lies more in the middle, but nobody wants to make the simple concessions to meet in the middle on things that don't actually matter as much.
yeah, and you're shunned for being neutral.
Yeah.
so-
No, exactly.
Well, that's what like I feel like I'm a centrist.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at basis of
I
everything.
don't, and I also feel like I'm smart enough not to actually attach myself to either of the parties.
Yeah, but the shittiest part, like majority of America isn't.
I'm with Dad. Just so you guys know, just so everybody knows, I'm with Daddy Trump right now.
All right,
I
you
like.
go ahead and
I
drink that.
actually, I like what they're doing right now.
You drink
and
that orange
I
Kool-Aid,
will
motherfucker.
stay with that.
You drink that orange Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
But it's all right. You guys are libs. It's fine.
I'm not a liberal. That's the thing. I'm a gun toting some bitch too.
Yeah.
Like I'm
you?
fucking.
I
Man,
don't
I'm
know. I just,
No, there's.
That's why I
there's-
say go ahead, come to my front porch. Like I don't
Yeah.
care. You know, like I'm.
There's there's a true level of like moderacy and
But
Yeah.
you know me. Like I'm not.
and I guess
Yeah,
I guess
but like,
I guess what I'm
we
saying.
know each other.
Our political party is like I'm not attached to any of them either, but I like what he's doing right now. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know what he's doing.
I think I understand what's going on.
Well, so a big thing for me too. I'll just say, and then we can switch politics stuff. I'm just gonna trash Trump one more time.
It's fine. Honestly,
But
the smartest and richest people I know are down with Trump.
I know
So,
because they
down
are
with that.
about to go on the Elon mothership and fucking
Yeah.
drain the resources
Let's
of the
go.
entire Earth and leave everybody else here
Yo,
to die.
this
in an apocalypse.
podcast took a hot turn. I swear to God, we should cut right now.
All
We
I
should
gotta say,
pee,
women
smoke a
rights.
cigarette, come back, talk about comedy, and cut all that shit, dude. Nobody wants to hear this shit, dude.
Oh, you think you won't get views off this sort of type of shit?
I think we
You'll get
can, but
views.
like, I don't want. I don't
Yeah, I know.
want.
I threw it to a different rail.
You know what I
realm
mean?
Of things, but
You know what I'm saying, though, right?
I got you, I got you.
I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro. You orange loving motherfucker. I see you.
Bro, life is short, man.
Yeah, but like my wife, for instance, ectopic pregnancy.
Yeah,
My wife, after having twins, is very susceptible to having an ectopic pregnancy,
yeah.
and removing those rights of
Did they?
they basically did like
But wait,
there's
basically, did or
for
they-
the
they
it's
did?
it's a state by state thing right
But the-
now.
wait,
But
wait,
like
wait,
so, if my
wait,
wife
can your wife get it or no?
she can if she travels to a completely different state and has to get approved by a jury ahead of time. So what if it's a life-threatening scenario when she has 4 hours to live? I have to wait for some douchebag to get out of his bed and say, "Yeah, that's okay to
That's
abort
not
that."
Trump, though, dude. Come on.
But it's the people he brought into
That's not
office.
Trump, though.
No, it is. That's what I like. Not trying to be rude, Max, but that's what I mean when I say I don't think you know enough about what he's doing.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
I love you,
here's
and
no.
then it's all love.
I fully disagree with you. And if you guys really want to go public with all of this stuff, I'm down. But at the same time, like I don't want to talk about like the radical left and like what they're actually doing and promoting and all the things that I actually stand against. So like the minor shit that you're bringing up right now, I don't give a fuck about. I actually care more about kids than anybody on the left right now. Unless you want your kid to be.
No, I'm not about that life, but I mean.
Well,
that's a
right
little-
now
that's a
the
little-
radical left is promoting wokeism, and I'm not down with wokeism.
Right.
And if you guys want to talk about it, I'll keep talking about it.
I'm not trying to like start anything serious, but I guess at the same time, like once again, like promoting transism is
you
not,
can
is
hate
not
on
real.
you can hate
It's
on
not-
the
no,
right
it's
all
not
you want,
real.
but
I'm
like
not hating. It's not real. Like,
What do you
you're
mean it's not
saying-
real?
What you're saying is not real. Like nobody is trying to make more kids transgender. That's just not true.
I actually completely.
just not true.
I think statistically, I disagree with you.
How so?
I mean, I don't have information in front of me after drinking. Where am I at?
that's-
1,
that's-
2,
that's-
3,
that's
4,
fine,
5,
that's fine.
6,
So
7.
So I'm even welcoming arbitrary numbers. You can throw out arbitrary numbers.
Guys, can we change?
I'm
2
totally
hours
down.
and 47 minutes into this podcast. Can we just change subjects?
Yes, I'm fine
Can
with
we
that.
please? I love you guys. I don't want to talk about
I think
fucking
that
politics.
I think that we've all said this at some point. I think we're okay. I think
I'm drunk. I don't want to say some stupid shit. Like, I don't care about politics.
No.
I don't care. I don't fucking care. You guys win. I win. I don't fucking care.
Stop. We're not
Fucking it.
fighting.
I'm good. I'm turning it off.
Night Storm.
Storm.
God fucking damn it. I cut that shit, dude.
I was trying to also show that we're smart people, though, too. Is all I was
I
trying
know,
to do.
but like,
Night
I think the comedy. I
Storm.
don't want to be like.
I was getting serious. That's fine. All right, we can switch it up. And we're back.
Clap it up, dude.
I love you guys.
I love
Love
you
you
too.
too.
I think it's more important for us to show how both sides can come together and be bros and be friends.
I don't even think we need to broach.
Can
those
you guys?
subjects.
Can you guys both agree that no matter what I think, I will not really affect anything?
No, I mean, you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Nobody's upset.
What do you guys want me to think?
I don't
I
want you.
don't
to
want
think
you to think anything. I wanted you to hear where I was coming from. Is all I wanted.
I like that.
I don't give a shit what you think. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna be me. You know.
Dude. Fucking macho man over there. Be yourself. That's what's really cool.
Be yourself.
I don't know.
That's what's really cool.
That's why I hate talking politics because I feel like it's so divisive.
It is divisive, Max.
And it's like, I don't want to be divisive. Why do you guys try to pull me that way?
Max, we're the evil libtards, dude. We're coming for you.
Are you?
And next thing you know, we're going to have your pants around your ankles and we're going to be jerking you off, turning you into a homo.
That is what
That's
you
what
want.
we do. That's what we do. We don't want you straight, dude. We want you hooked on that homo juice, same as us. Same as us.
I don't even consider myself a liberal at the end of the day. I would say I would say I probably lean more on the conservative side of things, to be frank.
He does.
You know, there's just a couple things that I don't want to be fucked with the government. I don't want them to try to fucking put regulations on me. I don't want them to put an agenda on my children. And I want everybody to be treated equal. That's all I fucking care about. That's all.
What am I arguing about here,
Right, there
guys?
ain't nothing to
Hey,
argue
guys, you're putting it together.
I was just
I'm
saying
putting
that
it together.
Orange man
He's-
is
he's
putting a
putting it
radical
together.
He's
He's-
also not recording.
He is suffering from
fucking-
Trump derangement syndrome, but it's fine.
No.
We'll get past it.
No.
I love you guys. I'm just kidding. We're coming back in right here.
Did you
Hey,
hit record?
Yeah,
Did you
hit
hit
record.
record?
Did you guys ever
Hit
see?
record.
Did you hit record?
Oh yeah, we're recording right now.
Oh.
Are we still?
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh, we never stopped?
I just did a little quick on and off
Why did you do that?
because I'd rather just edit it out later myself when I go, okay, this is all fucking.
He's gonna
too
read. He's
much."
gonna.
He's gonna be like,
re-listen
all
to
right,
it. He's
we
gonna
had to-
relive the anger.
We got the libtards talking. Let's cut this one right.
You
out.
know what my biggest problem is? Like, I want to, like, I would rather show
Comedy.
when you guys are here. I'd rather show like a unified front versus like us divided. I'd rather do funny comics. Like, I think next time I do this, what we should do is have my laptop and I'll put a screen right here and we can project funny ass videos and like commentary through them.
We'll
That
be
shit
like-
would be funny as hell.
We'll be like ridiculousness.
It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah. Bum, 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 dun, dun.
That's the theme song.
The thing is, like, I don't know. You guys maybe you don't even want to do it like that, but
Max, I want to do. Whatever
I'm trying
you
to.
wanna do.
I want to grow a little show. You know what I mean? It'd
Yeah.
be fun. It'd be fun to get together once a month and do something where you're like, all right, we're gonna put this out. And we're gonna just market it, and I'll do it all. I'll do it all. Okay.
You put the plan together, and I'll be right here.
Day one. You guys.
Day
you heard,
one.
you
So we
heard
just
it
got
here
in-
first. I'm a little drunk right now, but we're going. What are we?
Day ones.
I think we did break the record. If I
Max's-
don't cut 90% of
Yeah,
that.
Max's goal was to get the highest, the most time on a podcast with us two fellows here.
With the boys, I don't know.
The boys.
It just
So,
sucks that we spent like 35 minutes arguing.
I wasn't arguing at all.
Boysenberry.
You guys love the government and shit.
I fucking hate the government. Fuck the government.
It's crazy.
Dude, you know what?
How
you know
much
what,
you
know
guys
what-
love the government.
You know what I love? You know what I love? The government.
You know what I love?
The government.
Orange Kool-Aid.
The government.
You know what I love?
Freedom.
Double bacon butter burger deluxe.
Max loves America.
I do love America.
Max loves
Fuck yeah.
Night Store.
I'm not saying I'm right, but
And if you love Night
God
Storm
bless
too,
America.
come out this Saturday with
God bless America.
a bleached butthole for free entrance.
Here's a question for good old.
It's not even 10 p.m., so we gotta keep going.
You got any special ladies in your life?
Oh, that's a great question. At the moment, no, I don't have any special ladies in my life. I'm solo dolo, as
Solo
we
dolo.
say in the industry.
Yeah.
How often are you jerking off?
Daily.
I mean, I'm married.
Sometimes bi-daily. That means twice a day.
That doesn't change when you get married, by the way.
It doesn't.
No, I still jerk off daily.
Daily. Bi-daily?
I mean, not 2 a day. I'm a little busy, but
See, that's what you mean. That's where it cuts into your personal time. You lose the second jerk
I
off
lose it.
opportunity.
I lose a stranger danger.
But you could smash at the same time.
Well, I mean that
If the stars
that's a
align.
thing. Yeah, the stars got to align. Basically, after you hit a certain mark in marriage, it's you're kind of always on an adventure like Indiana Jones, right? Like you're in the Temple of Doom. You're trying to spell Jehovah in judicial language, like son of a bitch. In Hebrew, Jehovah starts with an I. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of fuck ups, a lot of curves, screwballs, before it actually goes down, and then all of a sudden you got a little pygmy with a fucking poison dart. That's your children coming in. And then so you have it.
I can't even follow that. I don't know what happened, but I feel like at the end of the day, there's a small chance you got laid. Is that the moral of the story?
Moral of the story is, you have to really strategize to get laid after,
Goddamn,
especially when kids are involved.
Intense. You guys ever done a nicotine lozenger?
No, man, it's like a dip
things?
on steroids, bro.
I've never been.
I have a question for you,
Go ahead.
and I thought this could maybe direct us into a direction. Tell me about the first time you went hunting.
The first time I went hunting, I was, the first 2 years. Are you talking about? I actually carry a gun and shot at
like
something.
the first time you killed something.
I was 12 years old with my uncle Mikey, my
so
pride and joy.
you did it pretty young.
Yeah, you went through back in the day. You had to go through hunter safety,
Yeah.
instead of getting an online test or whatever. But I went with my uncle Mike, and I was carrying a 12 gauge shotgun with 3-inch slugs in it, and that thing kicked like a fucking mule. But I let loose on a doe and got her, and I'll never forget that moment because my uncle bought me my first 6-pack of brews.
Really?
And I was like,
How old are you?
I was 12 years old.
God damn.
What kind of beer was it?
Old Milwaukee Red.
Oh, the classic diesel.
Yeah, and
that's diesel.
it was in the the plastic,
The 6 ring.
the 6 ring.
Let me ask you this before you go farther. How do you feel about an uncle doing that nowadays?
I mean,
Only
How do
because
I feel if,
I'm like a cool
so,
uncle.
like, if-
so
if
I'm
I
like,
had my-
do you think I could, I go hunting with my little nephew and then I'm like, oh, here's a 6-pack of beer.
Well,
you think I could get away with that?
I mean, as long as you don't tell mom, you might
You gotta
be able
pee?
to.
You got a pee?
I got it, dude.
I'll be right back.
Too many beers, dude.
I know, it's time.
You guys, I've drank too many beers.
Is this on?
What, a 6-pack? You were 12 years old?
Yeah, I was 12 when I had my first 6-pack of brews.
Damn.
And man, I felt such like a man. When
Did
that
you have
happened.
to drag that shit out of the woods by his fucking feet?
Yeah, I had to drag it out. I had to gut it out. You know, my uncle was cool like that. He didn't let me pussyfoot around anything. You know, like
Yeah.
he was raised in a military family, right? So he was pretty hardcore, I guess. Just
Yeah.
like, you're gonna fucking figure it out and you're gonna do it and don't bitch about it type of thing. And so yeah, I mean, I've taken that experience he's given me in my youth, you know, all the way to now, and I fell out of the nature scene for a good long stretch, but I think that's been like my most sense of clarity I've had for a while. Is being
I'm
in
obsessed
touch.
with, now that I'm back in Eau Claire, like now that I'm back here, I'm like, I try to like tune into that shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, sad story.
But then I also went hunting for the first time. That's why I asked that question. And it didn't get real until I was dragging that shit out from like its feet from the woods. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got a little rope and a twig, and you're pulling it for.
You
what
did it
feels
pretty
like
young, so
miles.
it's probably been pretty. You've always gone hunting, then, no?
Yeah, I mean, I took a break, you know, probably right after I fell out of touch with that side of like my hobbies, I guess, when partying became more of a big thing. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't miss, you know, deer hunting's over turkey season or like Thanksgiving stuff, so I'd never miss like everybody being back home and
Totally.
you know, hanging out with everybody, all the friends and stuff. I was more worried about the party at that point, and
that's what I feel like I missed out on, like when I left. You know,
it's crazy how much people focused on trying to do something different than what they were raised on, and like everybody I run into has gone back to the roots, you know, like it eventually comes all the way back around
totally
in different ways. And
even this moment right now with you and me is like a like coming back around.
right.
You know what I mean?
Like every moment's like that for sure.
It's kind of wild. Look at this guy over here.
He's out there like
I wish you guys could see him right
I don't
now.
think I have any more podcast in me.
He's
saying.
over there.
He's like, I don't think
Guys,
I got
we still have another hour to do because we just decided to talk about all that other bullshit that I'm gonna cut out. Because we just did a good flow right there.
Yeah,
that's what I want. I don't
only-
want that other shit, dude.
The only dark moment I guess I'll bring up here is like, you know, talking about my uncle.
I got a P2 though. You guys,
This, yeah, I'll hold it then.
I can hear you. Keep going.
But I guess the biggest thing is I got even more in touch with it over the last 5-6 years because, you know, about 4 years ago, my uncle took his life, and it's been, you know, he was my, you know, I didn't grow up with a father figure, so he did everything in his power to like help me figure out the way of things and stuff. So like my number one guy that always had my back was gone, right? So I think the woods, I feel so connected to him every time I'm out there. You know what I mean? It's like it truly is my time to be able to see him and talk to him a little bit. Like, you know, the only thing he left in his note was that he wanted to be cremated. He didn't want a grave and, you know, things like that. So it's been hard to mourn him. You know what I mean? I haven't been able to really mourn him at all. And so I go out there to connect with him. And like, I literally kind of sounds crazy, but you know, I'll have conversations with him out there in my head, you know, like I feel he's right there with me, you know, so it's been my saving grace because I was getting, you know, you get a little dark when something like that happens and it's hard to come out of. And, you know, emotions that I couldn't control that impacted my family and things of that nature that, you know, I can't take back. Right. So like, I'm trying to figure out a way to do it without being fucking a comatose guy on meds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nature's the one thing that's been able to do that. And so that's where my priority's been for a long time. And I'm trying to keep my kids involved with what I love about it so much, and at the same time kind of mend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing, because he'd be so proud of like what I've accomplished with, you know, just even being a hunter, you know, like I've just progressed so much over the many years I've been doing it, and he was the one that taught me my foundation of all the knowledge that I have and the know-how that I have, and it's paid off because I've harvested deer regularly, you know, like, and this isn't just something for a game. This is something I do to provide for my family. We don't buy store-bought beef and shit like that. All of our stuff is, you know, from the woods, or, you know, my wife's family has a couple of farmers involved, so we'll go halves in on a cow that dies or something like that, right? But it's all, we know where it's coming from. Like, I'm not a store-bought guy by any means, so every deer season is a harvest season. I never look at it as a sport of trying to take out something, you know what I mean? I'm not there to kill something. I'm there to eat, type of thing. And I think my uncle would be proud of me on what he's brought into my know-how and my drive for doing this in an ethical conservation type of way. I think is, I don't know. All I can do is hope, right? Man. So like, I don't know, but I feel better about it when I'm out there. I feel my most natural when I'm out in the woods, which is, some people are, which brought me to my point that I was talking about earlier. Like, I think growing up, I was a forced extrovert, and I've kind of turned, or just realized that I'm completely satisfied with being alone. You know what I mean? Like, I want times to be alone. I don't want to be on anybody else's schedule. Yeah. You know, I just want to do. I want to do
battery recharge.
Yeah, I want to do my damn thing. You know, so that's what the woods brings me, and you'll get some reward out of it. And I've had some pretty fucking crazy encounters. Like, have you ever had a fucking mom bear like bite her jaws at you?
No,
that's that shit's fucking nuts.
You ever see like a big old wolf out there or anything?
We don't have wolves, but
What's the biggest fish you've caught?
The biggest fish?
Come on, I know you've been doing some fishing.
Ice fishing wise, I don't know. I think the biggest fish I've ever caught was a northern pike.
Or what about like the best?
Best.
Your favorite little reel. You get like a good bass. It doesn't have to be like the biggest.
So like what I target fishing, because I'm a big perch guy. I love perch.
Perch are tasty,
And I'll actually have to show you this fucking picture when I can find it. But there's a spring perch run locally here, and I'm not going to name what river it's on or whatever, but me and the boys went there last year, and we were there for 2 hours before sun went down, and we limited out on perch, and you can take 25 panfish a person. So
damn.
Like every cast was a fish over and over and over again.
And where were you guys? Where was this?
I ain't telling you this, but it's the perch run happens. Perch run happens in the spring.
Can you give us like kind of an area?
This is locally. This is like the Eau Claire area. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do I get in on this?
You just kind of have to be.
Can we podcast from a boat?
Super cool.
You have to bleach your asshole.
You can't go to this spot by boat. It's all by foot.
Oh, wherever you are. Can we podcast from there?
I don't know.
Can I podcast you while you're fishing it?
I mean,
we don't need these mics. I got different mics. Hey, I got different mics.
Mics, dude. He's got mics.
We'll have to blur everything.
I'm trying to start
all
a
the
whole
scenery.
channel off just Salty in the Wild.
Because it's like
that's what we'll call
it's really
Salty in the Wild.
It's really out in the open, and
Salty in the Wild.
People don't know about it, and that's.
Or we just call it Wild.
Dude,
Salty.
so did you just immediately fillet up those 25 fish and pan fry them that night?
Well, so we brought 75 home that night, and so I filleted probably about 15 of them, and then freezered the rest of them. Like after I filleted them and everything, and then you just get multiple fish fries and fish fries for for a good long while.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, I've been slowly getting more and more into like the hunter-gatherer sort of mindset of things. Like, we grow all, like, in the summer, I do a full organic raised garden bed that's, organic compost. I stack up leaves from, like, the trees in the back the fall before to make the soil nice and rich. And, like, plethora of tomatoes. The zucchinis this year took over all of our shit. So, like, that was the biggest thing I got. Like,
Zucchinis.
fucking forearm size zucchinis.
Dude, you can get way too many off one plant.
Yeah, like, I
so
had
many.
one
They just
plant.
keep going. They keep going
They
and
took
going and
over
going.
my entire garden. So
I
this
did
year
zucchinis
we're
one
not
year.
gonna do zucchinis this year.
Yeah, there were so
But-
many zucchinis when I did zucchinis.
My kids are fiends for tomatoes and cucumbers, and so, like, yeah, I take every advantage I get to try to learn something a little bit more about, like, how to be self-sufficient. And I think long-term retirement wise, I'd love to be able to just go out to the land and kind of like homestead shit, like,
do
you know
like
what
a
I mean?
homestead.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna
I'm
say.
about that, man. I want that too. Actually, at some point.
I'm yearning a very simple life because life has just gotten way too complicated for everybody, in different ways. But, like, we're so tuned into media and podcasts and all that sort of shit, so it's just like I've been ready and willing to make that change. But at the end of the day, I got little kiddos that need to get some extracurriculars in.
Yeah.
I need them to make a name for themselves.
Good, Brad.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna do that. You crazy son of a bitch.
Just me.
Just him.
I'm the only one that's gonna be real here tonight. Cheers, guys.
As he's drinking his IPA, he's setting up a tea time for tomorrow morning.
Meet you at the country club for scrambled
Yeah,
eggs.
yeah. Let's get a Bloody Mary with it, too.
Yeah, let's get a Bloody Mary. We'll do a little Bloody Mary, Max. We'll do a little Bloody Mary.
Well, it's 10 p.m. right now.
It is. Time flies when you're having
How do
fun.
how do you
know?
guys feel right now? You guys trying to end it?
Yeah,
I'm feeling-
trying to end it, dude.
Right now, I think I say a 3 on there. I think we hit 3 hours. But I do want to cut all that shit out.
We will.
You could save it for another segment.
I love you guys. Thank you for coming tonight.
Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for
Yes,
having me.
this was fun. I'm sorry I'm not as I only have a couple one-liners.
Are you
Night
kidding
Storm,
me?
bro,
Bro, you fucking crushed it tonight. Tonight was a lot of
I
fun.
think there was a lot of good one-liners.
Did you have a lot of fun?
I had a lot of fun.
We all had a lot of fun.
It was definitely good catching up
I'm
with
gonna
the dudes,
edit.
that's for sure.
I'm gonna edit it so we have a lot of fun.
Night Storm.
bleach your buttholes.
Yes.
We want a clean butthole and a good attitude.
Can we do this again within a month?
No,
Can we do
2
one
months.
more?
No, in 2
You
months.
need 2 months?
I need 2 months to recharge my batteries.
2 months.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I got
salty.
a lot of things
All right.
coming out.
How
We're
is he gonna
doing-
top? How is he gonna top Night Storm?
In
that's
2
gonna be
months.
tough.
Like, I have to really think about
We
it.
yeah
after that.
we can come back with better
2
ideas.
months.
I want to get the projector out. And
we'll
cool.
get the projector out.
We could. I have a
You know
lot
what
of.
I say we do? I
I
say
have
we do
old
a
footage I can
classic.
play,
We do
too.
a classic YouTube segment, meaning like you guys remember Old Lady Punch?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll do those videos.
Or like Levine's,
Yeah.
like Unforgivable skits and shit, dude.
that would be
Went to Levine's the other day to get some pants for me and my niggas. I was gonna steal them. I ain't got no money. Anyways,
Bitch, I got you a ring, and it ain't a wedding ring. It's a Nuva ring.
it's a Nuva ring.
That was actually that was one that I did, but it's good enough to be an original. Should have been
For sure.
Should've been.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
Or like the Show Me Your Genitals skits. You remember those?
Dude, John LaJoy. That dude was funny.
Knock, knock. Who's there? It's me. Wondering why you're not naked. Knock, knock. Who's there? Me again. Still wondering why you're not naked.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
Love you too. Hey,
Have a good
thanks
night.
for hope you fucking assholes out there that are watching enjoyed yourselves.
Good night, John Robbie.
Good night, John Robbie.
Good night, Brian Parrish.
John Robbie, wax that butthole, buddy.
Shout
love
out
you
Brian
guys.
Parrish. Shout out Brian Parrish.
Shout out BP.
Guys, we are 3 hours and 11 minutes in.
Hey, before we end it, do you want to hear my owl hoot?
If I don't uncut this, I might just let you guys all listen to all of it. You don't even
ahead.
know. I can do whatever I want. Here's mine. Hoo-doo! Gotta go!
Bye.
Nirvana means in Sanskrit, blow out. That is, exhale the breath.
This is perfect for your podcast too, because this signifies more of who you are and the work you do. So in this book, Angles, and in all the work that you do that is more provocative and is more edgy, what attracts you so much to, and so much of it is the female figure form, what attracts you to the female figure as far as an artistic muse? What, obviously we all know as men and everyone and women across the world, what is more beautiful and sensual than a woman's body? There's really nothing. Like the curvature, the beauty, the exquisiteness of it, right?
Sure.
And just the natural animal kingdom is gorgeous.
Sure.
right?
Well, I'll tell you.
And I
I didn't write the rules to artists. So, unfortunately, every major artist throughout time, you can go back to anybody,
wanna- right.
worked with nudes.
Really?
You can look at the Romans, or you can look at
True.
Da Vinci, or
True.
Michelangelo,
True.
or you can look at Helmut Newton, which is the book we were just looking at. I got into doing nude work because my mentor was working on a nude book. And so my first experience doing anything was assisting my mentor who was shooting nudes for specifically a book project. And then I actually really stayed away from nudes for, I'd say, 90% of my career.
Wow.
It wasn't until I moved to LA, and then at the beginning of the pandemic, I was approached by a lawyer